back to Miss Fans. Yep. You're wondering why, what was I say? Why I'm live right now. I was asked to be live because we have a lot of football stuff to talk about. So I wanted to go ahead. Where's my camera? There I am. Still looking good. What's up? Welcome. See, this is why you need to subscribe to Miss Fans and you need to hit the notification button because you never know when Miss Fans is going to go live and we're going to talk more football with some takes because apparently I lit the football world on fire this morning and I didn't even know. I'm like, how? I was just answering a question or asking a question. I don't even know. Honestly, I was just having fun. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I got two awesome ladies with me here. As you're going to see, Miss Becca. I just realized your name. Finsanity 5, aka Back Alley Fins, and Miss Nene. What's it going, ladies? With this apparently looks like live Back Alley Fins episode. Hello?
Well, the great thing
Was
about it is
was
the
this
fans
you
actually
hanging?
asking for
Because
this.
that's
I'm
crazy.
driving, so just coming from my appointment, so I'm driving.
Okay, cool. I hope everything went well, Nene. Listen, I had to run. I've been literally after I left you guys, when I told you I had to go to my meeting, which took 2.5 hours, and then I had a million other things to do. I ran back home because I was just too busy and dealing with too many things. So you drive safely, ma'am. Uh, but yeah, I don't even know what's going on. Right now, I think there are a couple more updates. Did we finally get Odell? That's what I was looking for.
No.
I
Oh,
don't think
there.
so.
I go. Mm. Okay, all right. Well, give me something else steamy, ladies. How y'all doing today? How you doing? In the 7 hours
Well,
we haven't talked.
beyond the doctors, no, we're not gonna do the surgery. So that's one good news. But I'm glad that the pollen
Baruch Hashem.
is getting some rain here in North Carolina, and the
Was it hot
pollen
over there?
is clearing the street. No, it's just the pollen. Like I don't think y'all get pollen like that in Florida, but it's real bad in North Carolina. So as a allergy sufferer, I can breathe. So I am ecstatic about that.
That's crazy. Just when I thought the pollen was going to help me finally get a win against Nene live, the pollen didn't even show up for me. Like, what are you
Nah,
doing?
man, you
Like,
got hosed by the.
I'm trying to
You
get my
can't even
first
get
win.
pollen on your side,
I can't
girl.
even get pollen on my side. Like, this is crazy. This is awesome. Everyone in the comment sections have been saying they kind of want a live version of Back Alley Finch. You try to keep it as a
I
recorded
should have
show.
just named this part 4, man. If that's what's
No,
gonna be.
do you need to? It's technically not. So technically, I can't win or lose. So like, I'm just here for good energy, good vibes, good Dolphin talk.
Okay.
Like it's like the pot keeps getting stirred. And you know what is funny? I was just thinking about this, right? Like no matter what, it
hmm
seems like we're like always in a divisive situation, like you're either on one side or the other side. I think the only thing we agree on as fans is bring back the old logo and the uniforms. Like, what else is
Facts.
like
Facts.
everything else is like you either if you're on one side of the fence and I'm just like, man, I just remember like when's the last time we as a fan base have just like been cohesive and like had a great continuity. But it's up to our beloved team to go out there,
Perform.
perform, win,
Pun
so we can
intended.
all be happy, right? Winning, they say, cures everything. And that's what I realized, right? Everybody is
hmm
just trying to solve this Da Vinci Code of how to win in the NFL and how to be that team, right? And I get it, man. It's not easy. It's very difficult. You got to have the guide, and you also got to have talent around the guy. Because you can have the guide, but if
True.
there's not enough talent, you're just going to get outmanned and outworked and stuff. Then it's like, oh, you got to be physical. It's so many variables, and that's what makes this game so wonderful and so great to talk about. But I really need to talk to the Pollen Coalition, the Pollen Union in North Carolina. I need them to come together and just let me know what the bill is. Let
Yeah,
me know what the bill is.
girl, you know what's you know that's funny because I've been dealing with some some stuff too. I told you guys that I was very
Yeah, yeah.
honestly. I don't even know what that is. It's probably like a cold or something. I don't even know. But I was like, I've been trying to deal with all of this,
Mhm.
and it's ridiculous to see that when you're like stuffy like that, you can't even like I can't even talk for a while. Like you saw me like always having to take a minute to like drink because it's just crazy. But I don't know. Maybe do we not? Is it because of the trees? I don't even know what pollen like that or nothing. What's up, Liz? What's up, everybody?
So let me explain. Like Michelle said, like North Carolina has like all of these trees, and I'm a Florida girl.
Oh,
I'm
that's
from
why.
Miami-Dade County, and it is just it's on fire. Like the streets are yellow. Like when it rains, it looks like a yellow lake flowing through the streets, and some
A
people
yellow
are
lake.
allergic to it.
Mm.
Some people are allergic to it, and I am allergic to it. But unfortunately, Miss Finsanity, I've been taking my allergy meds since December, so I still was gonna come up here and give you this negative for work once again, but you could have hoped for positive.
Wow.
Wow.
We're
I have a
out,
serious
we're out here
question.
shooting from the hips and we haven't even started like that.
Listen,
Mm.
I have a serious question, right? Because it seems right now we in the fan base are trying to find these answers, right? So Miss Fins, because Nene
Hmm.
is driving, I don't want to distract her. I don't want it to be said, oh
Exactly.
Miss Finsanity asked her a question. Next thing you know. But Miss Fins,
No, we don't
from
even
what
put it
you
into existence, girl. I got you.
Miss Fins, you have been a fan a long time, right? You've seen the ups and downs, and you've seen the highs, the lows, and all
Hmm.
that, right? Where we are right now,
Yep.
right? Do you even have a feeling as a fan that we're like on the right path at least with becoming a winning franchise again and competitive?
Okay, that's kind of a loaded question if I'm going to be honest with you because I already got a couple hot takes that I got for us for a
It
little later.
is. It
But
is. It
to
is.
answer
It
to
is.
answer this particular question, although a lot of similarities are to what we've done in the past, I think that the level and quality of player has been a little bit better, and it has allowed us to be a little bit more successful. But to be honest with you, that comes from people don't want to hear this, but it comes from I remember this was years ago, back in 2019 when we had to let go everybody and their moms to really tear this down. That was probably the first time in the last 20 some years that I saw the team truly sell everything to restart. That's why I was so hyped because I'm like, you know what? If we're going to redo this, we're going to really focus on this. Then we got to do like a lot of teams do, which is get rid of everybody. And I mean everybody. And we finally did it. We got a strong head coach. You know what I mean? And I think that winning culture that whether people like it or not, that Brian Flores established in the Miami Dolphins, I think that has a lot propelled us to what we're seeing today. And because of that, it's a good day to be a Dolphin fan because you get to finally see it. But this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be real. The Miami Dolphins are the most 500 team of all time, literally. I've already done it, but you guys can do it too. If you take a look at for the last 20 something years, we're like 500, like 500, and like literally the wins and the losses are practically identical. So we know what winning is, and we know what losing is. What we don't know and what we haven't seen is seeing winning on a high level consistently. Some would say we still haven't seen it, but whatever. Neither here nor there. What I'm saying is on a high level to a point where we're going to consistently put ourselves in a position to compete in the postseason. And all of that started in 2019 when we got rid of everybody. And because of that, we were, oh my God, literally the legend himself. Look at this man. Titty Finstock in the building.
Yes. out to Riley. We
Yes,
need Riley.
yes, TD.
Listen,
I love you, man. Ah, love it.
crazy though. You know what's crazy? Real talk.
What?
Because you know how I felt about the Penix thing. I mean, I really didn't speak on it too much, but I heard him
Hmm.
talking about it, and I understood his rationale behind going and getting Penix, and I never thought about it from that perspective. So shout out to TD for enlightening my mind a little bit on the
What you
possibility of a
mean?
no trade.
I said it.
Hell,
All he did
you
was
said it.
copy everything I felt this morning. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I mean, I did say it this
Miss
morning,
Fans,
but
as I'm getting
Yeah,
ready
too.
to
I lied.
depart to get me a soda while I hydrate to put
Oh, y'all hydrate.
another grave stand for Miss Fansanity. I do want to disagree with your take about really ripping it to the studs because there's been one survivor, there's been one cockroach that's been able to hold on during the rebuild.
We are
oh
not
my
doing this. We
lord,
are not doing this. Cause no,
we're not
no, no,
doing
no, no, no,
this.
no,
Stop
no, no,
it!
no, no, no,
Stop
no,
it!
no, no, no.
You knew
Here's
what
the
you were
thing,
saying.
right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, right? Because everyone says, "Oh, Greer's going to go out and get that splash
I
player, and he's going
can't.
to get that person like that." I feel like in the past 2 seasons, something has been trying to be a little bit more built. But I'm going to ask this question, right? Who do you want him to get? Do you want him to go get someone who's a name who can be effective? Obviously, if they're a splash player or like they have to be good or competent at their position. Now, I do understand that one splash player does not make a team, right? You need all
True.
positions to be, I think, my bro used to say like you want like how do you used to put it like sevens and eights or something like that? It's been a while.
Oh, you mean
TD.
brethren TD? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like you
listen,
want to have
what
the
you want
sevens,
are
eights, and you want to
eights.
have like
What
that
you want
count.
are
Yeah,
eights. You can deal with a couple sevens, but what you want are eight and nines.
eights and
You're not
nines.
really
Yeah,
gonna get tens, but you want eight and nines. That's what you want. Now
right.
sevens, you can maybe do, but you need eights and nines. That's what you need. Listen, I've been the school of TD. I've got.
It's a tough
I'm
school.
working on my bachelor's. You know what I mean. This is my third year in my bachelor's degree in the school of TD. So, yeah, next year I'll be a senior. So I'm very excited to graduate. You know what I mean? No, man,
So
it's
so so
phenomenal, man.
so
Like,
so Miss Fins, I'm gonna ask you straight up, like
hmm
gut feeling. Just okay. I was right with sevens and eights. Okay, I was one of the first students. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I remember, but no.
okay, just because you were part of the initial inaugural class, that don't mean that some of us,
No, I'm
you
going
know.
to ask you a question, and it's a yes or no. I don't want a soliloquy. I don't want narrative behind it. I just want
Okay, my
your
plane
gut.
is parked. Don't worry. Go ahead.
I just want your gut feeling about this. Okay?
Hmm.
Do we have the guy? Do we have the guy? Your gut feeling. Do we have not even the guy? A guy. A guy. I'll even make it easier. Do we have a guy? Because one thing that my dad has always talked to me about, he's like, what you want is you want other fan bases to fear your quarterback, right? Like you want them to know
Hmm.
that, hey, on Sunday that quarterback, nay, nay, I didn't see you one mute, thank you. You want to feel like
No, no, no.
going into Sunday that
Her
you have a
thingy
guy
went
that
down.
can go out there and get you that win. So your gut feeling, yes or no, do we have a guy that you feel can do that? Oh Lord, T.
I know it's hilarious. Okay, look, this is gonna happen, and I knew one day I'd have to come out here, and really tell the fans where I'm at when it comes to. I don't even know how to position myself to answer this question, but I'm gonna give you a simple yes and no answer, and the answer is no. Simple. No, we don't have that guy. Can he be that guy? Time will tell. And I quote. But if we're gonna be honest, no, we don't have that guy. We don't have a guy that I feel like I don't care who we're playing, drop them, we're winning the game. I don't got a 2 minute drill like I do with any other guys. No, 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 no. It's just he's not to where we need him to be win now, which is why it's so frustrating about the Dolphins because they are in a win now mode, but they also want to develop. I'm like, you can't do both. Dolphins. We literally went from the one of the youngest, literally top three youngest teams 3 years ago to now being, I think TD said it like 2 days ago, the fifth oldest team. Like what? What are we doing? So you can't do both. Wanting to develop to be on a win now window, win now mode, and then what do you call it? And still try to develop. It's just no, it doesn't work. So the answer is absolutely not. Right now, for what we need, he's not there. So he's not the guy. And there isn't. Let me put this for again. If you might ask this in the future, there is not a available quarterback neither in the draft nor the National Football League that will be the guy for us. Available. Listen to the word I said. Available. We had guys that were available, and the Dolphins didn't pull the trigger. So
Can I
that's why.
answer her question? Because I'm parked now. I'm about to go
Oh
get the
Lord,
Go ahead.
Sunchicks
Oh, oh,
and go to
oh,
work.
oh. Wait for
he done
it's two
parked.
two parts. Two parts. You gotta first say yes or no. That's it. Take 2 seconds and then say why.
No.
1, 2.
And
Okay, go.
That was
and it's no
anticlimactic.
and it's no indictment. This is why I say no, and I'm not trolling, but this is my indictment on Tua. I know Tyreek Hill is a hothead, but his interview said a lot to me on Tua's true mental growth as a QB1 and a leader. We heard the whispers out of the locker room that there was an issue, with how Brian Flores wanted him to prepare, how he handled criticism, no matter what side of the aisle you on, because I'm not here for that debate.
Hmm.
But clearly there was some type of communication issue. Then I fast forward to all of the podium conversations when we lost. And every time he would say this phrase, they'll give him a softball question. Adam Beasley, why did y'all lose today? Oh, it was communication, brother. Something to that effect. And then I listened to Tyreek Hill, and some people still don't want to say he was talking about Tua, but who else is he talking about? Matt, the Skylar Thompson. He was talking about Tua. In order to be in those type of positions, right? The QB ones, the star on the basketball team, or the leader in a team, you cannot have certain weaknesses because they expose and pressure moments. I'm gonna say that in again for the back. It's not a coincidence that when he plays weaker teams, he can do no look passes, he can thread the needle. We can all say the weather too, but I think it's a mental thing when you get punched in the mouth, when you get sacked, when you overthrew the ball, when you threw a pick. It's those resiliency moments that even some of the biggest Tua supporters will say he is still learning how to win. So as of what's today, March the 22nd, no, he's not there. Now, can he get there? That's another conversation. And that's why I tell people when people push back on Tua, hear the whole argument. Don't just hear the pushback and want to fight and rebuttal. No, I think, and I don't know if it could get fixed. The only person that knows that is Tua. For his teammate, and Tyreek is wild. We know that. He got baby mamas, burning houses, breaking people. He got a lot of stuff going on. But one thing I say about him, he's kind of an open book. He's a filter. And I'll throw this scenario to you ladies and the people that's listening. And thank you guys for the support. It's always good supporting. what we're trying to do with the female community here in Dolphins. We do exist. We are here, and it's Women's
Thank you.
History Month. So this is a great day, to have this type of conversation. But I think about Waddle when he made those comments to Tyreek Hill, right? Now maybe the cameras didn't catch it, but why didn't Tyreek Hill go to Tua and say that same quote, like, man, we better than this. The defense, they miss, we all know the infamous quotes. And I think Tua still has this, it's a unique character trait. The way I don't think he's combative, but I think he's very passive aggressive. And I think he shuts down. And we've seen that. Like we saw that in the Tennessee Titan game. I bring that game as my cornerstone of where the folding like a cheap suit annual competition happens for the Dolphins that month of December, January, when they fold like a cheap suit, is Tua had the opportunity. He wasn't going against Patrick Mahomes. Like we were talking this morning about Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. We was going against a guy, I think he's a first-year player or a rookie. And you
Oh,
try to
you mean
tell me
Willis? Will?
Will Levis. Will Levis.
Will Levis? Yeah,
Will Levis, I didn't want to mess up his name. So your
freshman.
competition was a guy, Will Levis, that I think that was like one of his first starts or something. I know it's probably his first start in Miami. You
You
had
don't.
all of them
Yeah.
momentum, right? And I just remember that final drive because I was in the hospital that day too. And I remember just sitting on the hospital bed when he got the ball, and I'm like, come on, Tua. Come on, Tua. Let's get it. Let's get it in field goal position. And for it to end the way that it did with a sack, I said, you know what? Like my grandma used to say, here a couple of mango seasons away. It's still something there that he has to overcome. And I think it's one of the four things that he said he has to work on the offseason. Because those QB1s, you don't have to be loud and aggressive to have it, but it's that it. It's that, like when Patrick Mahomes gets the ball with 2 minutes left, you're worrying if you're the opposite team because he's going to score. He's going to do something. Tua doesn't have that yet. And I get frustrated when fans that say they love this team lie about that point. And I land there.
I mean, I don't think no lines were told because one thing that you said that I have to agree, and I've always premised this, and I said this just now when Vincenity asked. No, he's not that guy right now. That doesn't mean he can't get there. It's just we can't get him there. He has to get himself there. And that's going to take time for him to develop.
Do you trust him to get there?
Yes, actually, and let me put my face on it in case somebody. Oh, oops. Let's slide this puppy over. In case somebody wants it. Hello. Yeah, I do. I've seen enough to know that he shows me he can develop. Because if you really can't develop, you can't develop anything. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that Tua can't develop because he's developed and has gotten better in several things. Um, are they things maybe perhaps that other quarterbacks have more naturally? Yeah, but whatever. Every body, every physical body, and every person is different. So, but I do say that he has developed in several areas. Because of that,
And,
I'm not gonna limit him and say that. Oh no, he can't do it. No, he showed me he can develop some. So I'm willing to give him the time to develop. That's all I've said with this team.
and one of the things that I want to add on to as I read the comments, whenever you bring up Tua, we don't have to always counteract it. Some things are just true, right? We had a 3-game lead going into this thing, right? And I remember when we were getting ready to play Buffalo, there was some people saying maybe we should lose against Buffalo on purpose so we can play Kansas City. I don't know if y'all remember that, ladies, but there was
Oh,
people putting that out in the
I
community.
fully remember that.
And so like I was in the other mindscape of they better win this game because you've already lost a lot of traction by getting dog walked by Baltimore. Because we talk about Buffalo and Kansas City, but we really had an opportunity to go into Baltimore and win. To Phins 83's point, he puts Baltimore last year, right? Not this season, but last season. But you had
Mm-mm.
another opportunity to go in there when you are that guy, when the Michael Jordans, the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's, there's always this moment where you're that guy and you show the world that okay, I'm here. Doing that ain't against Carolina Panthers. Doing that isn't against the Washington Redskins. I even say doing it against Dallas ain't it. But when you have that Buffalo, Baltimore this season for Fans 83 point, I ain't talking about 2022, I'm talking about 2023. He had multiple chances to put his team on his back and carry him. And I think my problem is with some of the narratives, right? As people talk about narratives, when he loses, we find excuses. We blame the offensive line. We say he has injuries. But when he wins, because let's be honest, he won some games this year when we had injuries, right? He won some games when Connor Williams went down, right? I think he won a game without Waddle, right? I think that game we scored 70. So that's why when people play these variables, I beg to differ because he's shown that he can win without certain people. We just got to be very honest. When that pressure is on, when those lights are on the brightest, he still has a block. And for Tyreek Hill to go on that interview and say, basically, if I talk to him or and something, I may not have a conversation with him in a week. That like I didn't play football, but I was in. Everybody know I was in the army. Let me not talk to my soldiers for a week and we in combat and we gotta move. Guess what's gonna happen to all of us? You cannot do that as a leader. And there was whispers that he did the same thing to Flores. That you know he didn't want to talk to Flores, right? And that was part of the power struggle that was going on. So for me, Tua and Tua alone has to fix this. Now, here's the other problem, and I'm gonna land here after this point. If he has not acknowledged that this is a problem, then we in trouble. And that's why I am all for letting him play on that 5th year option. I'ma say it. I don't care if y'all get mad. Y'all can put pitchforks, send slingshots, and spam to my email. They need to play him on that 5th year option, just like Baltimore made Lamar play on that 5th year option. And you go ahead and you bring somebody in that could be a bridge quarterback if something goes wrong, because the last thing you want to do is get yourself in another 7+ year commitment with somebody that may not overcome the most serious issue, the clutch gene. And I land my plane there.
Would you say that's more mental? Like he needs to develop mentally to get over that?
But I think for me personally, it all depends. Because remember, he said it was 4 things that he needed to work on. So for all I know, that's one of the 4. And for people calling it cap and all this other thing, and you have to include Flores because the first 2 years of his career is a part of his career. I don't like when people do that.
True.
Oh, let's take away two. No, you gotta put the whole body of work. So if Flores offends you, just log off the space because I'm gonna bring it up because it's a part of the conversation. He's a part of his career, whether you like them or not. The problem is there is some consistencies with him when it comes to being critiqued. And maybe the reason, that's why I'm not blaming Mike McDaniel like everybody else. It may be a reason why Mike McDaniel is taking the approach with the attaboy and slapping him on the butt and telling him good job when he throws interceptions. Because he may can't take that type of critique, man, and it shuts him down. And to me, for what we have invested in the tanking, the rebuild, the losing players, the getting players, and I say this because I'm from Miami and I can speak on it, that every single team in the city has at least won something in the last 25 years. And the Dolphins being a football town, the professional football town they are, with the undefeated record, the Dan Marino, the Don Shulers, and you trying to tell me a place where this is the staple, where we have summer weather all year, that this is the only team that's the redheaded stepchild that you know is going to fold every time they get a little rain or cold, or they have to go and play against a physical team, it's a big problem. And I just think Tyreek Hill's interview told me a lot more about it because I thought it was probably something else. But when he put that out there, and he didn't have to put that out there. I didn't at first. I didn't like that he put it out there. But when he put it out there that if dudes hold grudges, that's the word I'm looking for. You can't be a leader of a team and hold grudges against people. It will never work. And that's why you having communication moments and big moments. Because you gotta have everything sun and rainbow, perfect, calm blue skies. But as soon as a little turbulence, oh, let's not talk to nobody. Let's sit and pout. And I think Tyreek said pouting. I have to go back and listen to it. But that's not the attitude of a leader. You saw what he said Patrick Mahomes was. He get on their butt. You can still talk to him afterwards. If that is true, then I hope Christopher Aloysius Greer III make him play on that 5th year because it's too risky of an investment.
Well, thank you for answering that. Vincent, I want you to answer, but before we do, I need to take care of some business. Guys, we got almost 80 people in here and only 16 likes, guys. So we need the likes up, guys. I appreciate you guys liking this show today, this afternoon show, Miss Fiends. I'm very happy with it, but I need the likes to go up, guys, because it's the easiest, most cheapest way to support. And if you're not a member already and you want to become a member, hit the join button. But more than that, hit the subscribe button, guys, because we're only 7 people away from our initial goal that we were looking to get by the end of this week to 1,300, guys. And I can't even believe I'm so excited. We need 7 more people to subscribe to the channel. Well, technically 8, because then it will be over. To be able to get to 1,300, and I really would appreciate you guys if you guys can help me out with that. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel because it is honestly a great way to help out the channel by just subscribing, and it's 100% free. So thank you guys. But the question to you, Finsanity, do you think, as TD says, Tua gotta go? Do you think it's more of a mental thing with Tua then?
Do I what?
Do you think that part of his development is also the mental thing with Tua?
I think that's with every QB. It's one of the toughest positions to play, and you do have to be mentally tough to play the quarterback position. I can't speak to his mentality because I don't know him personally. I will say this: Tua has obviously had game-winning drives. He's had games where he has put up numbers that we love. And he's had games where he's put up numbers and we're like, what happened? Like, this is not what we were expecting. Even maybe against the opponent, right? Sometimes if you're playing in maybe a tougher team, you see, maybe a little bit of a drop. But what I think that for most people who are not 100% sold on Tua yet, I think what they want to see is they want to see the production. And that's why my name was production for a little bit, right? Even if, right, you can't you want to be in a battle with these top teams. Like sometimes it's about who has the ball last. Sometimes it's about maybe a call not going your way. It's happened, right? Sometimes the ref will blow a whistle that doesn't even need to be blown, right? Or they don't throw the flag that should have been thrown, right? I think for people who are not sold onto it, it's about how he produces in key moments. And I don't want to push back against that, but what I want to say is that he has shown the ability to do some of the things that they want to see. I just think that they want to see it more consistently. Now, to speak to Tua's toughness, obviously there have been mental toughness. There have been questions about it. There's been times where they say, "Oh, he was standing up for himself," and then they were saying like he goes into a shell and he doesn't want to speak to people. If you're going to be a quarterback of a team, you need you need to have the respect of the not only the organization but of the locker room. You have to be the leader. You have to be the person that when your teammates know when it comes down to it, you're going to be that guy. You're going to put us in the best situation to win, and you're going to step up in that moment. Will it always get done? No, not every quarterback completes every comeback. What I will say for Tua is I think that's the next thing, right? We as a fan base, we lament so much about how it always seems like We're so close to that finish line. We're so close to winning the AFC East. We're so close to, finally making the playoffs and all this stuff. And it's just like that wrong thing, that thing goes wrong at the wrong time. Tua has to take that step to put us into position to where we are a team that you understand that it's business and you're about to get this work, as some would say. I know that I have been someone who has given Tua a lot of grace, but coming from a Dolphin fan, if you truly want us to commit to you in the long term, if you really want to show us that you've earned that money, you got to go out there and you got to kill it this season. You there should never be a question. To me it's baffling how each and every, off season we are trying to tie ourselves to another quarterback. And he has the opportunity to kill that conversation and to kill that noise just with his play. Go out there and show not only this fan base, show the media who's always seesawing on whether they like you or not anyway. But go put all that stuff to bed. Go out there and say, you know what? This is my team. I'm going to be the guy here. I can't want this for Tua more than Tua wants it for himself. I like that he's done things to try to, maintain his health. You've seen his numbers, with the production kind of go up. Some people say it's not on par. It is what it is. But if this team does not give you a contract this year, or even if they do, what you do need to do is go out here and stop this narrative that this team is willing to move off of you. Because me as a fan, I'm exhausted with it. The fact that we're talking about, we understand that we have a bigger need in our trenches, but now we're talking about we should go get another quarterback. It's outrageous. It's outrageous that for me, that step hasn't been taken. I understand that, and I'm trying to say this without, going too far off the rails. I'm gonna just put it here. Tua, you've had people defend you. You've had people say, "Get the freak up out of here." The ball's in your hands. It's gonna be in your hands every snap. Go out there and show this fan base and this organization why you are the guy. Because I feel like if he does not do that this season, we really might have to have an honest conversation about that position. And that's just what it is for me. I personally feel like he has headed in the right direction with his development, with getting better, but I don't think he has 100%. I would say 100% solidified it, and that's what I'm saying. It has to be a 100% solidification that I don't care if they bring someone else into this, what's the name? I don't care if they draft another quarterback. Even if they bring another quarterback in here or draft another guy, I know that they're here to be my backup. That's got to be the mentality and the attitude and the feel of it. That's all I got to say when it comes to Tua, and we're going to see. And I do believe he will do that. I do believe he will do that.
Can I ask
Interesting.
one thing? Can I
Go
ask one
ahead,
thing
Daniel.
to Finn? So, what do you say to the fans that are so anti bridge quarterback, aka veteran, drafting a quarterback? Because to me, here's the thing. I always say, if you are who you are, whoever else is competing don't stand a chance, then just show it. Like there was this narrative even with Fitzpatrick. Oh, why are we playing Fitzpatrick? He can't grow if Fitzpatrick taking his minutes. It's mentally messing with him. He has to know that he's the number one. Okay. We decided to go away from that, and you brought in two guys that you know can't beat him, right? And yet we still seeing a problem. To me, in sports, competition should not be a word that is explained as a bad thing. I've learned some of the best teams that ever played, the Bulls, the perfect Dolphins, the Hurricanes, right? The Miami Hurricanes, the U, right? One of the things that they always said was they had more competition in practice than the players that they played against. So I cannot and there's a lot of people that's upset that I have this take. And personally, I'm not going to lose no sleep to that. If you don't agree with it, I'm still going to have it because it's proven. You put competition in there that does do usually for a competitor that charges you to play better, right? I need to keep my number one spot, right? But if I know I got a bunch of guys that I know no matter what I do out here, I'm still yards ahead, then mentally you can take some step backs because there's no threat at all. Like I quote somebody that I heard in Twitter, they were saying, "Oh, if Tua goes down, the season is over with." Like to me, that is just bad juju. Like I get it, the quarterback position is an important piece, but it's still a 50 what plus man roster, right? You
53
have
man.
to be you have to be multifaceted, right? Some of the better teams, some of the dynasties in different sports, they figured out different ways to win, right? If the quarterback wasn't good, the running back can have a good game, or the defense. I think about the Baltimore defenses, and I know the rules changed, so just spare the comments that's going to say about Baltimore. Oh, they were only good because the rules were different, but still, that team carried, I think, a Trent Dilfer per se, and I'm not saying Tua is that, but I just for the people that are so like up in arms, like if you listen to platforms and spaces, soon as you mention quarterback, grown men are losing their voices by saying, "Stop! Don't say that." You
Nick,
would
can I ask
thought
you a
somebody
question?
is getting in a car crash because I asked for
Nick,
competition.
Nick, can I ask you a question? Like real talk, right? Because you said something. You said that someone said along the lines of if um if Tua goes down, or if Tua goes down, then we're SOL basically. Is that not true for like a lot of the teams in the NFL? Like I don't think that is just you know
Right? No, and I
dealing with
kind of mentioned
Miami. I don't
that.
think that's just a Miami. I
No,
don't
no.
think that's
What
just
I'm
Miami
saying
thing.
is,
Mm-hmm.
here's what I hate about when y'all say it's not a Miami problem, it's a league problem.
I said, I'm no,
You
no,
don't
no.
have to.
I'm saying it's not just a Miami problem. That's all
Or
I'm saying.
okay, so not just the Miami, it's not singular. But why not change that? Why follow the least path to success that, especially no disrespect, but Tua has been injured before in his career. Like I am really gambling with house money with this situation. So just because the league or other teams do it, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what you have to subscribe to. And that's why I get on management, and when I in my takes is because you have a front page view. You get to look at medical
Mm-hmm.
records. You know all of this, right? So why not
Mm-hmm.
prescribe or recommend multi-facets of winning, because you have risked so much? Because you think about it, let's be honest, Finsanity,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked the panel, if we don't make it to the playoffs this year, if we
Hi
don't,
from
excuse me,
panel.
if we don't, if we do not win a playoff game this year, you're gonna have some zealots that they just cheer for the team no matter what. It doesn't Rome be burned, they don't care. They be right in the house putting gasoline on them as everything burned. But the majority of the fan base, I think, will part away if we do not at least win a playoff game this year. Like the heads would have to roll. And you shouldn't even put yourself in that position. You still got a lot of talent around the ball. You still have at least to Thanksgiving where the weather is in your favor, right? Like we have the home field advantage being in Miami with the humidity, right? It's the difference when we go up there. We're never prepared for that type of weather, but nobody's never prepared for that humidity on that field, right? So my thing
Hmm.
is, why not go against the grain? You don't have to do what somebody else is doing, especially when you know what your situation is. You know, at any given moment, especially with the offensive line being like, if it's past 3 seconds, hold your breath and pray. And
Yeah.
telling Tua to
Yeah.
get slim is not the answer.
No. But what typically happens when a backup quarterback comes in and plays well?
Hold up. Oh, wait.
Go
You
ahead. Go
said
ahead.
nay.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Mister. Go ahead,
No, no,
Mister.
no, because she said nay, so I don't want to. It was directed at her.
Oh, I get
Uh,
what you're saying,
nay.
quarterback controversy, but like I
No, 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 no,
said,
no. I'm not
if
saying that. That's not even the road I'm going down. Teams call
oh
and
well,
try to
I'm
take
gonna
that
say
guy.
quarterback. controversy. So
teams call, get that guy and realize that he ain't even that guy that they thought he was because he came in and played well for a couple of games.
Yeah.
I feel like what you're saying is that you want a guy that's so good that he could be a starter, right?
well, I
So what?
think
So
I'm just
go
I,
ahead. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just thinking since we've had the full year sample size, and
Mm-hmm.
it literally gave you Skylar Thompson results, a playoff loss. Like I don't care how
Okay.
you cut it, it's
Okay.
still when you look at the win column, playoff L,
Mm-hmm.
I
right?
mean, yeah, it
So
is definitely an L.
Okay.
like, and I think to me it's a little bit more embracive because you had a 3-year 3-win cushion, and most of those games were at home. You had every opportunity, and join Miss Phins the third one where I mentioned about Tua's opportunity to seize a moment. You could have seized it against
Mhm.
Tennessee. You could have seized it
Mhm.
against Baltimore. You could have seized it
Mhm.
against Buffalo. You could have seized it against
Mhm.
Kansas City. And we're 0 for 4 in moments where that's what that 50 million that people saying he should get. Those are the moments on why you pay someone that money, right? You don't pay him because he
You
had
gotta learn
one
how to win in
regular
the
season.
NFL.
But
What
you
did you
get
just
my
say?
Sometimes you gotta learn how to win in the NFL. But that's not answering our question because you said you want competition, right? You want to bring in a guy, and that's why I asked you to clarify it. Do you want to bring in a guy that's so good that player could be a starter? Because my thing is like this: when a QB needing team calls and says, "Hey, Miami, we're willing to give you such and such pick for that guy," it's going. He's now off the building. But I'm not
Ugh.
against competition. But now you're going to be in the same boat. You still got to find that next backup and next backup. And hey, listen, if we can find a way to start developing, backups that become starters for other teams, hey, at least something.
We
At
do
least
for
that
every
part's
other
working.
position. Why not QBs?
Hey, it seems like the one we can't figure out, right? It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
since
like
you're
I
in,
said, for me,
let me,
like okay, I give you the best example that I
okay,
have, right?
okay. Uh-huh.
The 2001 Miami Hurricanes. If Ken Dorsey went out, we still winning that chip. I could have went back there and been the quarterback and won a national
Jesus, man.
championship because the way that
That team
team
was so
was.
loaded. It was so loaded.
But
It's nothing but Hall of Famers in that team, though.
at the
That's
time
not even a
they still
realistic
were.
NFL team. I
Hold
don't
on,
think
but
you get
you
an NFL
got
team that's
see
loaded
see
like
what
that.
y'all do. I'm like Ike Turner. You see what you do, anime? You see what you do?
Well,
You
don't
just
no no
cut
no
me
no
off.
Whoa, whoa,
no
whoa,
no no hold on,
whoa.
chill out with that
Hey,
anime.
listen,
You
I
see
watched
what you
that
do?
play, man, on Broadway. Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, oh,
okay.
well, I watched the movie and anime Bullock. I wasn't done. All I'm saying
Yo,
is
Okay.
instead of
chill with that. Chill with
this
that,
is where
man.
I'm gonna bring
Chill
it
with that.
home. This is where I'm gonna bring it home. Instead of re-signing people like Jeff Wilson, Savon Ahmed, there was some guys out there that was a running back too that you could have added on to that running back room that ain't thin and frail. You need a bell cow, somebody that you could just downset height, put it in the chest, first down. Not somebody that gotta do a little salsa jig and move right to left. And that's, if you want to be honest, that's exactly what happened to Devon A. Chain the second half of the Buffalo Bills. If you go and watch that tape, as soon as they hiked that ball, they were already in the backfield and he was doing the oochie coochie la 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 trying to get away from it. You need somebody that when they move forward, right? And I ain't talking about Chris Brooks. We saw him one play, and that joker was on the IR for 4 weeks. I don't even know what happened to Chris Brooks. But to me, instead of re-signing these guys, like what does these guys have on the organization? Jeff Wilson and Savard. I mean, I would let them jokers go. There were some guys. I'm not gonna put a name out there because I know how people do when you put a name, they pick it apart, they pick it. Lord, it ain't nothing but no flesh, only left is bones after you say a name. I'm just saying there were some bell cows that are out there. It's still some bell cows that can make the offense a little bit different, not just flash in the pans, South Beach pink shirts, high speed cars, but I need a gutter back there. I need somebody that represents the other side of Miami, Liberty City, Overtown. I need a goon. Somebody with goals in their mouth and dreads all the way down their back. You get what I'm saying? And you have that opportunity. That's why I brought up the Hurricanes, because to be honest, Ken Dorsey ain't had to do nothing but say downside height and put it in the chest of Clinton Portis, Edric James, Frank Gore, Willis McGahee. I'm not saying you're gonna get those kind of that talent, but make it a little bit more diversified, because to me, A Chain and what's his name, Mostert is 30 plus years old. We're praying for another miracle that he has an amazing season at that age. Go and get you a decent running game that could be physical, right? So you don't have to put Tua in the 2.5. Let's throw it to short Tyreek Hill and he get punched in the mouth. Now he got to turn ankle. 1, 2, 3 height to waddle. Now when he get down, he grabbing his back. No, get a bruiser. Somebody can bring some physicality and control the clock. And maybe Finsanity, that will help him learn how to win, because he can slow down and think. He can slow down and pick the offense. To me, Tua, after Thanksgiving, well, after Black Friday, he got happy feet. He went back to that same quarterback, disorganized, didn't really know what to do, just throwing the ball, throwing in the stands, hitting the water boy, hitting the guy that sell hot dogs, just falling all over the place. Because, and that's why I say, to me, get you an elite running game as well. And I know what people gonna say. Well, most of broke records, but what in the heck did that do for you in December, January, and February? Nobody, you couldn't take that touchdown records voucher to the NFL and was like, hey, Mostert made Pro Bowl. Can we get a first round bid? No, you got to be able the fight in the cold weather games. Unless you got somebody like Patrick Mahomes or somebody like that, you got to be able to do something else.
First I thought we were talking about QB competition. Now we're talking about competition throughout the team. Now we don't have an elite.
I was always talking about the team. Now I know you centered, and that's your mistake. I'm sorry. You centered on the quarterback, but that's why I brought up the universe.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We were talking about the quarterback, Nene.
We were
talking about the quarterback, Nene.
But to me, the quarterback in the running
now, you done
game
talked in
is
so
an
many circles.
extension.
You don't even know what point we were.
Hold on, wait a minute now.
It's always hold on, wait a minute for me. You just
wait a minute, because the running game.
This is
so crazy. The running game is not okay, Miss Finsanity. Because I'm not going to answer it the way you want to like it. I'm going to answer it the way I see fit. What I am saying to you, having a good running game controls the quarterback. And to me, that's one or two. Lord Hammers, did you put your earbuds in when I explained what I was saying? I understand those little regular season. Not in December, January. No, you did not. You fell apart because most of those guys were hurt because they're too small. Okay. They can't take hits like that. They can't carry the ball 20 plus times. They're not built like that. How many times was Mostert on the IR? A Chain, Brooks. At one point, Tua was going to be the running back because everybody was injured. They too small. They too scat backage. You need some, and to me that would help with the time of possession. So you're not always putting in Tua's hands to make a big play. He's not.
Let me get in this real quick, and let me, because I need to say this real quick. I've been listening to you guys, and I understand everybody's point in this instance, but I will say this: if we're gonna talk about the whole running back, because we were talking about QBs, but I'm gonna entertain this running back real quick for 2 seconds. I think that we were still extremely successful this past year. However, when it comes to the running game, as I foretold. And as far as us in December and January, when it comes to the running game, one thing that you can't do when you're falling behind is run the ball, because you need time. Time is your biggest enemy. So you're not running the ball. You got to pass if you fall behind, which is what happened to us towards the end of the season. A lot. But another thing too, that's not necessarily on Tua. That's on Mike McDaniel and the plays he's calling and the schemes he's bringing in versus the opponents we have. So, if anything, it's on Mike McDaniel. Now, being that we did carry, 4 running backs and a fullback, it's also on McDaniel for not utilizing all of his pieces. Why didn't we use Alec Ingold more or Chris Brooks or Jeff Wilson Jr.? I get it. Our main guy was definitely, injured at times with Mostert because obviously he's doing carrying most of the game, most of the ball. But even Achan, who's a rookie, he was still very productive. Injured because again, it's part of the game and he was utilized a lot. My issue with McDaniel in this case, and why maybe perhaps it seemed like our run game kind of fell off towards the end. It's not that our guys weren't producing, it's that when you're falling behind, nobody is going to be running the ball unless you have Derrick Henry. You're going to have to pass the ball because at the end of the day, your biggest opponent and even the other team is time itself because you don't have time to put up points. And that's the main issue where I feel like sometimes whenever we talk about the running game specifically, that's where it gets lost. Or maybe we're not thinking about that. And I'm not saying you, Nene. I'm saying in general when that gets brought up. Now, as far as the QBs, because I did want to touch that too, and I was gonna ask you, ladies, and I appreciate you guys in the chat. Which, by the way, guys, we're literally only 6 people away from hitting our sub goal. So, thank you guys for continuing to subscribe. Everybody on Twitter, man, we got over 100 people watching this show right now live between Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So, if you guys can do me a favor, please, please, please come over from you from. I'm gonna show my face with it. My lord, I gotta sign this puppy again. Come over from Twitter. My hair. Come over from Twitter. Take 2 seconds. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and let's go ahead and continue to do it because I really want to hit this goal of over 1,300 by today, and I can't do this myself. It is you guys that help. So all of you guys that enjoy this very beautiful look at these awesome ladies you guys are getting today. This awesome panel up here that we're having with these lovely titans. Let's be real. Then definitely go ahead and support the channel by subscribing because it really does help us out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And anybody else that wants to go ahead and become a member, all that good stuff, donate, blah blah blah. But back to my question. Now that I'm on camera, I'll ask it this way, anyways. My hair, yeah, exactly. Uh, when it comes to the quarterback, ladies, one thing that I've noticed that we as a fan base, right, we're looking for is that guy, the guy to have it, that hunger. Somebody mentioned in the comment section, and I remember to bring it up. Is it that it's Tua who doesn't have that killer mentality? Is that really what we're missing from what we're looking for him to be that to take that next level? Is it that killer mentality that we just don't see? Vincenti, answer that. You can start and then Nene. Vincenti, Bueller. Okay, well I guess I am. It's me, and we've having some technical difficulties, so it's embarrassing. I know Nene looks like your device disconnected, so I don't know what's going on, but it's no big deal. Just I can talk. I can. Though it's not like Insanity. She probably has some technical issues. Maybe she back. Nope. They're just gonna leave me up here to talk. Well, that is no problem at all for me. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, Mr. Dean? Oh, Nene's back. Nene, would you like to take that question first? Is it the killer mentality that we're missing?
I I want to just rebuttal one thing. It's going to be real quick. So when I say about the running game and Tua, one of the things I want him to do is audible, right? That's not he when you're the quarterback, you are the general of that offense, right? So I get Mike McDaniel's play calling, but the next evolution in Tua also is reading the defense and doing an audible. And for the running backs, listen, I'm not saying these guys ain't did go good, but what I'm saying is the way that they were structured. And let's be honest, some games was was faulty. Like that 70-point game, that could be at least 3 games in one. Those stats, right? So when we start, and that's why sometimes you can see stats, but it's better to watch the games. There was clearly a drop off, after A Chain got hurt for the most part. And yes, Mostert was getting like the goal line touchdowns or short yardage, but I'm talking about a person that can release and that's why I'm bringing up the running back, because a good running back can relieve pressure from a quarterback, especially someone that is still quote unquote figuring it out. Like in those moments in that Tennessee game when we had the lead, if you just have a drive where and I know McDaniel calls the plays, but Tua has to be able to read those defenses and change the play, right? Or we saying that he doesn't have that type of authority, that McDaniel is not letting him audible? Because if that's the case, then that's on McDaniel. But if Tua has full control of the joystick and he can go behind the center and look around the defense and say, okay, now it's probably not good to throw a 3-yard slant because look how that corner is pressing. Let me give it to the running back just to pick up this third and inches or whatever it was, right? And make decisions, because that's what leaders do, right? And there's sometimes I made decisions that my boss didn't like, and I had to lay on the sword. Like, listen, I'm out there, I'm on the front line, you in the office, you with the clipboard, right? And that's why I brought up the running game. It wasn't to be a distraction. It's that he needs that. He needs that safety valve. Tight ends too, right? Like that's another part of development. Like I get Tyreek Hill want 2K and everybody, Waddle's gonna be in a contract year, so I'm sure he want numbers. But like they say on Twitter, the all 22 showed the tight ends, Barrios, Cray Crab, all these different people were running wide open, and you're not throwing the ball to him. So all of that, I gotta lay on the seat, because McDaniel, he can only give the play. He's actually visible. One of my favorite players was Peyton Manning, because that Joker would destroy you at the line of
Field
scrimmage. You hear
general.
me? He went with whatever he called, Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. You could hear it in the broadcast. And that was a
Yeah.
leader. I'm not saying he has to be him, but we can't take away that Tua is just not a robot. Coach giving the play. Okay, I do the play, coach. No, you the QB1. That's why you're gonna get paid this money. You make these kind of decisions. And I hope that makes sense on where I was going.
Yeah, that I 100% understand where you're coming from, specifically even with with Tua when it comes to audibling. That's, I feel like, a different topic, but I get what you're saying, which kind of ties into that whole mental part of it that I was talking about earlier. And being able to develop that mental part, because like the great Michael Jordan said, basketball's 80% mental, 20% physical. You could say the same about football. It's 80% mental, 20% physical. And perhaps that's where right now another thing that Tua needs to develop, because I'm with you and I've said this before. I need him to take the reins, when he's under center, to be able to read those defenses and to be able to make the audibles and the changes and call his alerts and all that good stuff. But if at least from our bird's eye view, if we don't think we see it, then I could totally understand why some people are still looking for that. Really quickly, I want to shout out I Could Worship Tua with your $5 donation. And his cooking folk apron. Look at that. Shout out to TFTG, man. Look at this young lady. Great job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna say that for all three of us up here. Thank you so much for your $5 donation. It really helps out a lot. And honestly, whatever you guys donate, it literally goes right back to the channel. So I appreciate all of you guys who do support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, I think we got the entire Dean family in the building. I see Mrs. Dean, Mr. Dean. I see Cosmic Raccoon. How you doing, Daniel? Yep, I heard you call my name as fans. I didn't, but I do appreciate you guys supporting. Uh, I need Dog Dean needs to show up as well, and and Dean and Joy Dean as well. So I love the Dean family. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sure. Vincent, I don't know. Could you hear me? Because I know I asked a question, but I didn't get a chance
No, no,
to.
no. I had to step away. What was your question?
Yeah, no, no worries. So what I asked
She
was,
had to
do you?
get some water. She had to get some water.
No, no, no. You want to be honest, Nay? Don't ever call me anime again in your life because that's mad disrespectful. I don't call you outside your name, and we know the connotation of saying anime. Hold up, now let me get it off my chest. If you
Oh,
want to,
well, I ain't
if
mean it
you
that
want,
way.
if you want to troll, we can troll. Just let me know that's where we taking it. I feel like I keep it about football and I keep it chill. Don't call me outside my name. Because whenever people hear
But
anime, it ain't nothing got nothing good to do with it. So yeah, I had to step away because sometimes cooler heads prevail. Now, what was the question, Miss Finch? You don't gotta respond. That's fine. What's the question, Miss Finch?
So my question was about Tua and his mental stuff.
Uh-huh.
Is that something as far as him developing that we're looking that we need him to still do, and which Nene also brought up, which kind of goes along with this, is him being able to audible the line and having that dog in him. Like it's not just it's a killer mentality. That's something that
Oh,
LeBron
so
James will never have. Is that killer mentality? So you
yeah,
know,
we're not
is
gonna
that
do.
what we
We're not doing that
need
today. We're
from
not doing
Tua?
the MJ versus LeBron debate. And here's the thing, right? I
You know I
think I
can't
think
stand
what
him. So
I don't know why he got the two ships. Like I don't know why. Killer mentality, right? That's what you're saying.
oh no, stop! He did not get us no 2 chips. We gave him two
Can
chips.
we
Let's
keep it up?
let's get that right.
When you bring
Don't do it.
Miss
Don't
when you
don't do it.
launch Miss Heat, or I don't know what name you're gonna go by when that channel, we could have that discussion.
It is Miss Heat. It is Miss
when
Heat culture.
launch Miss Heat.
Miss Heat culture.
So Miss Heat culture or Miss Culture? Like,
Miss culture. For the Heat, in case people don't know, but
mhm.
Miss Heat culture just to keep it. So everybody knows it's about the Heat.
Drop when you drop that channel, we can talk about it. You don't mean you have that discussion, but
I know.
people want to hear about their
Go ahead.
fins. So let's let's fins it up. What's up?
Hmm. My
You
question.
want um I think we
The
kind
dog
of
mentality, the killer mentality. What LeBron lacks. Is that something that we still waiting to do it?
I think I
Miss
think
Finch,
I
your
think
mic is loud, girl. Oh, really? Ooh.
it's not, I mean it might be. I think you're at a good, what's the name, but hey, they might have it up a little bit more. I think, you know, when you talk about that killer mentality, like that's someone who wants to win, going to do whatever it takes to win. I don't I feel like maybe he doesn't show it in a way that relates to us or relates to, some of the way that we see it with the goats. But I think I think every quarterback, right, wants to win. No one is going out there and not wanting to win and not wanting to play their best and do what's best to help their team win. Um, I think CB put it beautifully. It was the second year in the system, and he's still grasping it. Like there's a lot of things to grasp in this. I do understand that to Nay's point that she wants to see him, be able to look at what the defense is presenting him, and hey, if there is an audible to be made or to be had, for him to have the confidence in doing that. I think that takes time um and trust um with quarterbacks. Not every quarterback, is out there doing it, and we make it seem like it's like, again, solely a Tua issue or just a Dolphins QB issue. But sometimes you don't see that until like a guy has such a handle on his system and such a handle on his offense and stuff like that. And you guys talk about communication, right? All that has you have to make sure that even when you do that, everyone's on the same page, right? Because if someone doesn't hear it or it's not clear, that play is getting blown up. Like it could be the right call. It could be like, hey, yeah, I audible the sorry, I audibled out of this because I saw this. But if one person doesn't hear it, we're in trouble. So it's not just a QB thing, it's a whole offensive system thing. And I think the more we have continuity with that, we will see that. And I think that Tua will eventually have, that responsibility put on him to do that. So yeah, that's what I have to say towards that. Yeah, I can't hear you. I think you're muted. You did it to yourself. That was a great. I heard the bump 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 burn, and that's I'm not just hearing you. It might just be me.
And while we have this mute, let me be clear, Miss Fansanity. No one disrespects you. You know that I got respect for you. And don't feed into the people that's on here that want to antagonize stuff like AB. No, she didn't put me in my place. I'm a grown woman. I'm 41 years old. I have my place. Now, Miss Fansanity, if I offended you, then we you could have sent me a DM or anything like that. Especially what happened today. We don't need to amplify the culture of disrespect. We normally have a good, back and forth. If the anime comment offended you, tracking Roger. But the way that it came off, I can see why people saying in the comments, you put me in my place. I have a place as a woman of God, as a veteran, but nobody, a physical man or woman, gonna put me in my place. So I do apologize if I was out of pocket, but let's get it clear. It wasn't no checking. Next time, I just prefer a DM or just kind of push me to the side. I don't need stuff on live because hate to say it, some of these men are worse than women in this community with the eye emojis. We don't do that here. We don't do GPS link ups and pull up and all of that. We talk ball. And I land my plane there on that point.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to check you. I was just stating how I felt. Like, to be honest, that's all. I wasn't trying to check you, put
I
anybody in
get
there,
it,
because
but
anything.
you know the climate. You
Yeah,
know the climate. You could have just texted me and then I would have okay, but saying it live, you get people riled up and then
man,
I don't
that's
need
that's
no more of
that's
that.
that's that's between them and Jesus. I ain't got nothing to do with how these people feel. They can do whatever they want to entertain their little brains. I don't care. Something was said to me, I kept it on the platform it was said on. Anything outside of that, chill, cool. It is what it is. All I'm
Yeah,
saying is
like I
it
said,
wasn't it
I
wasn't
didn't
coming
know.
from like no mean spirit. It's just like it just took me aback, man. That's all. But me
Yeah,
and you, it's
we
nothing but
we good.
respect, and we good. We good. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
had to
And
clear
take
the
and
air
take and
because
Oh
take and
my
take
God,
and
can
take
y'all
and
hear
people
take
me?
like to get it twisted.
Somebody tell me
no,
they
And
can hear me.
we can
these
hear
men that's
you.
supposed to be
I can
men.
hear you. I can
They
hear you.
want fights and all that. We
Thank
don't
you,
do that here. But I just want to
Lord.
let it go
Man, bump, bump,
real
bump
quick.
bump everyone in the chat, because at the end of the day, they gonna do what they want to do, and they gonna think what they want to think, and they gonna feel how they want to feel. Sit and listen, and y'all gonna be straight. Stop trying to make things bigger. Like y'all are corny. Like, I'm gonna start saying it. If you need that much entertainment in your life, go watch BET, go watch Lifetime, go watch ID, go watch E, go.
You know
There
what's
are
a
so
good
many things.
channel?
Go
Bounce
watch some reality.
Television.
Go watch VH1. Go watch some Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You'll get all the fighting you want over there. But it's about football over here. So yeah, I'm
This
just
is
chilling.
yeah. Well, we're back to football.
Absolutely no
I'm glad
good
both of
pointers
you
here. But Miss Fan,
kiss and
please
messed up,
unmute yourself.
made up. And I was apparently talking to myself for like 3 minutes straight.
You
She
were.
I was so mad.
going in.
I'm like,
And I don't think she can even
and
hear
then
herself
nothing,
because she
nothing.
going. Maybe she
But
looped. I don't
I
know.
heard the but like I didn't hear it live. Like, I felt it. I felt it when you did it, but you were
I'm
muted.
out here thinking, thank you. Okay, let's rework. We got the love fest
But
going. Thank you,
whenever
lady.
she comes
Way
back,
to
so
show
what
the
was her
children.
question?
Wait.
Way to show
Can you
the
not hear Miss
children.
Fins? Can you not hear Miss
No, I
Fins,
can't
please?
hear her. I
Okay, so
can't hear
Miss
her at
Fins,
all.
Miss Fins is talking right now. Like, we can hear her. She's back.
Oh,
They
I'll
cannot
drop
hear
down
Miss
and
Fins.
come back.
All
I'll
right, bet,
drop down and come back up.
Yeah,
bet.
drop down and come back. Yeah, okay. But I was like, am I talking to this is ridiculous? And you know what? Big Philly, you got me out here thinking to myself, am I really that loud? but it's okay. We're back. I wanted to shout out Superfish for another $5 donation. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then apparently I was talking to myself for about 3 minutes and it was so embarrassing. So
It's
Superfish
fun.
says, Tua can read pre-snap, but good defenses disguise their coverage, and Tua usually doesn't get the time to read post-snap. Tua destroys average defenses. Do we agree, ladies? Simple yes or no? I mean, either one. I don't.
Wait.
None. Of, you
Oh,
don't gotta
I didn't
jump.
know. I didn't know if
I'm
May
sorry,
wanted to
I was
take.
getting my food. Go ahead.
I didn't know if May wanted to take that one because
No, what was the
I'm.
question? No, the guy
The
was
question was, well, the super chat it said Tua can read pre-snap, but good defenses disguise their coverage, and Tua usually doesn't get the time to read post-snap. Tua destroys average defenses. So the question is, do you agree that Tua doesn't get the time to read post snaps?
see. Here's my problem with that, and this is where I get on Christopher Greer, right? When you go on the
Mhm.
record and saying that our offensive is good, and even Tua got on the podium. Let's put Tua in this. He got on the podium earlier this season and said everybody's basically crying about the offensive line. We're okay. So if you're saying it is okay, then you need to figure it out. Don't turn around and then make an excuse that I don't have time, because clearly we all know the truth. He don't have enough time, but for some quarterbacks that may work for him, work for them. But I'm selling 1,000% because your GM, when he was asked that question in 2023, the summer is about the offensive line, he said that you are more concerned about it than I am. So if that's the case, anything good, bad, indifferent, you're going to take ownership. And that's some of the problem I have with certain things, even with certain people in the base. You got to take ownership, right? You now when things go bad, now you want to go and blame it. No, you said it was fine, so now you got to lay on the sword or fix it. Like I mentioned, during the trade deadline, there were some guys out there. Why not get some more offensive help? And I had people in the community, nay, the offensive line is good. Butch Berry is a wizard. And then when things fall apart, well, look at his
That was
offensive
me
line.
because I agree.
You can't have it both ways. You're either going to address it, or if you're going to be okay with it, you can't turn around and make an excuse later on. I think what happened was some of the teams that we played, they didn't execute on some of the things that were available. Example, y'all remember the Carolina game, the first half? We weren't blowing them out at all. In fact, it was pretty close. And I had told somebody in the halftime space, I said, you know what, I'm concerned. They were like, what you concerned about? We're gonna beat Carolina. I was like, they can't make these mistakes, like these silly mistakes. If you play somebody better, you're not gonna be able to just finesse and use your talent to get out of that situation. Oh, Nene, you're just worried, you're just negative, you don't believe. And then when it happened, well, look at the injuries he got. No, you can't have it both ways. Cannot. So that's my answer to the question.
Okay, cool. And clearly, is this better? Is the mic better? I just
The
want to
mic's
make sure
perfect.
because
The mic is miking. Like I'm loving the mic now.
okay, because I didn't realize that I could adjust the mic level, and I already when I get excited, I get excited, and I get
You love your
louder.
team. Yeah, you love your team.
Um, yeah, pretty much. And I really enjoy having a great conversation with you ladies and with the chat because the chat's hilarious.
Yo,
So I'm glad that it's good now. And
yo,
we can
yo.
we can have
You
a
already
good
know.
I'm not towering over everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Big Philly got a
Ah,
comment about the GM. Please read that off.
okay,
Big
before
Philly.
I do, I'm gonna get Big Philly because I see it. Big Philly, thank you so much, Big Philly. Um, before I do, guys, I want to give a quick update to see, maybe we reached our goal. So I want to be able to give you guys an update. No, we're still 6 people away from 1300. I believe though that we can get 6 more people, guys. Let's do this. Let's get 6 more people to subscribe. It's super easy. I got Big Philly, Big Philly's comment coming up. There were a couple other people that I saw that had some good stuff, and I wanted to go ahead and highlight those as well. Um, I could worship too had a great question, but I want to shout out somebody who I've seen a million. When you're writing testimonials like this, CB, it's kind of hard to kind of start the conversation to bring it up. But I will go ahead and highlight it. He says, but guys, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check out CB83. Awesome, awesome, and I love your logo, sir. Awesome, awesome, awesome content over there. So please go check out CB because you're gonna enjoy the content. But he says first year under McDaniel, he couldn't stay healthy. Last year it's about staying healthy. This coming year it should be about playing your best football, taking your game to the next level. Watch. Which I think that's 100%, true. I don't there's nothing wrong with what he said in that comment. I agree 100%. This now he's got to step up. That's not on anybody else. Now to Big Philly. Thank you so much for your $10 donation, sir. So Big Philly says, nay, nay, ma'am. What does the GM have to do with the coach play call coming out on time? How many delayed games did we have? How many delayed games did we have?
Can I
I
answer
think this
that?
is
Because I'm going into the sticks, so I'm gonna have to put myself on mute for a
yeah,
little
it's
while.
literally for you. So
Um,
go ahead.
so hmm, I got to use another sport. When Pat Riley let Eric Spoelstra coach, right? He didn't just give him a team and then walk up and go to the booth and eat shrimp and popcorn. He was still actively involved. So if I'm not mistaken, and somebody could correct me, did Greer hire McDaniel? Yes or no? I really don't know the answer to that. I don't know if
Yes,
Ross hires.
yes. Nope,
Okay,
that was a Greer hire.
so at the end of the day, if that's the case, he hired him. Then technically that's his boss, right? So
Uh huh.
he can not saying that he hasn't. But I don't think he has because Mike McDaniel doesn't look like he's insubordinate. He doesn't look like he will be a person to challenge Greer and say, no, I'm going to call the offense the way I want. Greer still has a responsibility to talk to him because I hired you. Like, hey, I'm seeing this, man. Like, we need some changes. Like, what's going on with the play calling? And it's not just a conversation. Maybe the first time it's just a conversation, but the second time it has to be some type of accountability. And that's where I agree with something that I heard earlier this week about everybody looks confused. Like they don't to me have a one voice with the Miami Dolphins. I know we're strictly on Tua, but we are not adding the other pieces of the problems, right? Because I got a good feeling that if we don't win a playoff game, they're gonna fire Mike McDaniel, and it's gonna be unfortunate because you went from Gase. Well, that wasn't Greer, so I'm not gonna count him. But you went from Flores to Mike McDaniel. So who's the next person that we're gonna say is the problem, right? I just think we also have to consider it may be a reason why Mike McDaniel changes his play calls or it's not getting on time. I just feel like we give a lot of grace to Tua Tagovailoa, but everybody else is held to a different standard. And I just think it's absurd and ridiculous because it's everybody's responsible, right? Everybody has a part. Like I'm not in the subscription of Greer just hires people and that's it. And then he just goes on a year vacation till he is summons back for the draft and free agency. No, he has an active part, I'm sure, because at the end of the day, he's Mike McDaniel's boss. And I just don't think, Big Philly, and I love you, I don't see Mike McDaniel bucking up the Greer. I don't think Greer is even saying nothing to him. And that's why nothing is changing. So you kind of answering your own question. Ask yourself, is Greer even asking Mike McDaniel what's going on? or they just happy that they sold out season tickets. And to me, that's a good conversation, probably for another debate. Does this organization care about winning, or do they care about popularity?
Money. Well, I mean, I appreciate you, Nene, for answering that question, and shout out again to Big Philly for asking that great question. Now, there was another question that Echo Worship Tua asked that I had to bring up. Do you guys think this quarterback coach is gonna help him? I completely forgot that he got the quarterback coach this, and until he literally popped this question up, and I'm like, man, that's a good question. But the way I answer this for me, and I'm gonna go first is, well, if the little taekwondo dojo sir can help him roll over, you know, and keep him healthy, and he did that one-off season, if he gets a quarterback coach, are we about to have Tom Vailoa? Tua Tagovailoa now? Like, is this it? Like is that, or are we gonna have Tua Brady Bailoa? Like, is that what we're gonna get? Since we go from this man literally 3 years of not being able to stay healthy, one off season with his dojo dude, and now he was able to stay healthy for 17 weeks. If he can do that in an off season, are we about to see Tua Brady Bailoa? Like, I mean, I'm for it. You know what I mean? I'm for it. What do you think, Finsanity?
Do I think that this quarterback coach is going to help him?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's his job. That's what he's being brought in, to do. Now, if I could worship Tua, interesting name, but hey, to each their own. Um, I would like to ask, in what areas are you asking specifically? But yes, I think that Tua taking the opportunity to get an off-season QB coach to continue working on his craft. And Tua's not the only one who's doing this. Like, oh my gosh, like it shouldn't even be like that big of a deal and that big of a story. Like all these guys work out with someone in the off season, to help themselves get better, get in shape. Just get that fluid and that motion and that rhythm back. Um, but yeah, as long as Tua is working to get better, I'm happy, and I think that the QB coach that he chose, obviously, there's things that he absolutely loves about him and believes that he can help elevate his game. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing the steps that are taken to progress his game even more this upcoming season. I'm really interested. I'm invested. Can't wait for
I
the
like
hype
that. I
videos,
like that.
the off season edited hype videos to come out, and then we can all talk about that. But did you see that? Like, oh yeah, okay. Okay.
Girl, I'm going to be the first one to be like,
Listen, I'm telling y'all, like y'all thought I was a
I
Tua
told
fan.
you.
Y'all thought I
I
was a Tua
told
fan
you. He
before.
just needed to develop.
Listen, I'm telling you,
And
if this is Tua's last ride with the Dolphins, man, y'all about to see me really act up for this guy. Like y'all gonna have so many receipts. Y'all gonna be like, what happened? Like, let's go, Tua. Let's go. And you know what? As long as listen, listen, you may not like the guy and you may like the team.
I'm
You feel me?
listening.
That's your QB1. You better hope you better be hoping that it helps gets them to the level that you want them to be at. Like, I'm not about to sit here and spend my time hating on somebody. I'm really excited for Tua. I'm really excited to see what he does for this team this upcoming season. I'm really invested.
I agree. I agree. I think that's a great way to see it, especially since, and like I said, if the dojo guy can make him, be as effective as it was in a way, then yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen now.
Mhm.
Michelle says, "I am tired of living on hopium, though. I want to win, girl. I'm
Amen.
right there with you. I am right there with you.
That's not a
I'm so tired
controversial
of not."
statement, though, Miss Fence.
Huh?
Like what? Hey,
Can
Michelle,
I
how are
answer that
you?
quarterback question?
Wait, wait,
Every
before you
every
answer,
every
because
every
Finsanity
fan
was about
wants
to
to
come for
win.
me. Come for me,
No,
Finsanity.
every people
Oh,
people people think that this is just like every fan wants to win. Like whether you're a Dolphin fan, a Brown fan, a freaking Arizona Cardinal fan, like Everybody wants their team to win. You're a fan of them. Like, okay, like we gonna see how
Mm.
it play out. But hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Another awesome lady in the community. Go ahead, Nene. It's your turn. Answer the question, ma'am. And the question
I'm
to
gonna
you is,
answer
Fred,
it in
do
this
you guys
way.
think the quarterback coach is going to
Can
help them?
uh, my question is, why hasn't he had a quarterback coach? Why are we in year 5 and you finally get a quarterback coach? Like, this is the kind of stuff that adds on to the questions of, what are you doing, and are you doing certain things because you feel safe? And it makes one wonder, did the organization push this? Because to me, why haven't you had a quarterback coach? That's the question. Like, are you serious about this thing or not? Like, you have to be told. Like, here's the thing: there are some people that are natural leaders. They're alpha people. They take initiative. They don't have to be instructed. Then there's other people that they're leaders, but they have to be given so much direction that they're not making decisions. They're just agreeing to what somebody else is saying. And I just formed the question, why didn't he have a quarterback coach? Like, is
But do you think
wow.
it's going to help him, though? Do you think it's going to help him, though? Or is it a waste of time?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know, because I'm just pissed off that you never had a quarterback coach. And now they're talking about they're gonna get him to lose weight. I said by the time they done with Tua gonna have an eating disorder. They got him gaining weight, losing weight. Like, it's insane. Like, I have never seen so much other stories to just football. Saying hike and throwing the ball and handing it off. Like,
Ice Cold Kane said,
it's like a DACA series.
well, you know what? This is the life of the Miami Dolphins fan. That's all I can say. But Ice Cold, he says, yeah, Nene, he agrees with you. I feel like the front office told him to get a QB coach. It's weird that he's getting one on his 5th season during contract negotiations. Yeah, that part, that's where, for me, when that news came through my desk, and listen, Tua's getting a quarterback coach. I thought it was one of those meme accounts, that they're always throwing stuff to kind of stir the pot within the community or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, Tom Pelissero said this? Adam Schefter said this? Ian Rappaport said this?
You know
This
what?
isn't a joke? This is
You
for
know, I
real?
I just want to say one thing. I just want to say that I'm actually
Go ahead.
proud. I am proud that Tua has taken the initiative to go out and get a QB coach to help him work on his craft and to just keep improving. I think he should be commended for making that decision.
Sis, it's year 5. Like, why didn't you always have a quarterback coach? Is the question. I'm not giving you a birthday
Tua
cake.
only
I
Tua can
hate
answer
this.
that.
No
I can't
child.
answer that. But what I'm saying is,
I'm
in this
not.
moment, I'm happy that he took
But
that
sis,
initiative.
sis,
Happy he took
sis, I
the
love you,
initiative.
but this whole everybody gets a trophy thing. I congratulate you for waking up and washing your. No, it's what you're supposed to do. Like,
Oh my
why are we in year
God.
5 and you doing this?
Maybe he wasn't
That's
in the
the
financial place
question.
to do it. I don't know.
Now,
He can
in the
answer it. I
show.
can't answer
In
it
the
for him.
show.
I
So
don't
you
know why he
saying
didn't
too?
do it.
Yo, I'm
Only
crying
he
right
can
now.
answer. Only he
I'm
can
literally
Wait a
answer it.
minute.
crying right now. I'm laughing so hard, yo.
Wait. So
Oh,
Tua
He's
ain't
not
got no
happy.
money?
You're not. First of all, I didn't
oh,
say that.
snap.
But you don't know how that man spends his money. You don't know how he allocated his funds. That's between him and Jesus. What I said was, I
And
don't
his
know why
accountant.
he didn't have one. I said only Tua can answer that question. And maybe
Yeah, but
some in the media will ask him, hey, Tua, what made you go out and get a QB coach this offseason? Now, yes, maybe because he's potentially going to be playing on a 5th-year option and he needs to, show the organization more. It does make sense that maybe that's the reason why he did it. But aren't
but
you
Miss
still happy that he took that initiative to do it?
no, see, Miss Fancetti,
Oh my God, bro. He can't do nothing right
no,
with y'all. He can't do that
no,
right with y'all.
it's year
So first you
5.
upset he didn't have one. Now you
It's
don't
year
even like
5. What are we doing? Now see,
We're improving. We're
you know,
elevating our game.
y'all got
We're
my
going.
neighbors looking at me crazy. Listen, all I'm saying is, sis,
We're taking it to
did you
another level.
really did you
But
really just say I'm proud of him? How
I'm
can I be
proud of
proud
him.
of something that you should have already done? Like, what are we doing?
Oh snap!
We gonna
Hey,
give
I got the
Krispy
answer
Kreme
for you,
for
Nene. I got the answer for you, Nene. CB83 says
oh
he was
Lord.
focused on strength and training. Now he's focused on being a better QB and this dissecting defenses.
Listen, the
What's the
way
number for him and
I'm
MVP this
sorry,
year?
but
I
no,
gotta say
What's the number
this,
for Tua
absolutely
the
not.
MVP? I might
way
have to.
No, I'm
the
sorry.
way
No,
What's the number for
I
Tua
CB
can't.
MVP?
defends Tua, we need to bring him up here because he got the monitor. He got every answer for Tua. CB83 boy, he got every. Now this CB83 was the same
Listen.
person that said we need to move
83 be
on from
cooking.
him. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh,
CB83
well,
said
there's
after we
multiple
lost,
clips that he said that.
he said yes he
But
did. So like
oh
all of this
snap,
caping.
What was
y'all
the
are.
context around it? What was the context around him saying we need to move on from
See
Tua?
what I'm
What was the
saying? It's
context?
That
Finsanity.
he
This is what I'm
sucked
saying.
in December and January. That's it.
How,
Finsanity.
Like, there's
when
no
See,
did he
this is
say
what.
other.
this?
Let me make sure I don't get in no trouble. Finsanity. This is what I'm saying. I have never met a team that has so many storylines like we running a Lifetime docu series. It's football. What do you mean narratives and context? Like we make it so overly complicated. Like put the ball in the end zone and get the W. Like all this other stuff is just too much. It's too much. It's too much. Like I'm not
First
gonna
of all,
sit here and give Tua a hold on 1 second. I'm not gonna give Tua a
hold on, wait,
fat-free cookie because he got a coach that he should have got as a rookie. That should have been a part of. To me, that makes me ask questions. What do
do
you
you
gotta be
even listen
told
to
to
me?
do everything?
Do you even listen
Hey,
to me?
Tua, go and use the bathroom.
I
That's why
said,
Flores was on his
do you
neck. I'm
listen
like,
to me,
come
Nate?
on, man.
I said, what was the context around CB83 saying to get rid of Tua? Nothing about the context around Tua
How
and
did
a
you?
QB
You
coach.
ran her off? No,
You
I'm just
don't.
kidding. She
Nah.
probably has some tech issues.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Where she live at, definitely. She probably got to
yeah,
get
I know,
inside,
because
get on
she
the
told us.
Wi-Fi.
She
Yeah.
told me, yeah, that
That's all
she was
I
gonna
was
get.
talking about CB83, not about Tua. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
snap,
Dang, you
yo,
know
that
what?
was y'all had literally no, you don't understand. My eyes hurt and my abs hurt. I'm laughing so hard
I'm over here trying
from
to
the
keep it
two of
together.
you guys. Y'all are literally making, and I'm out here trying to answer this super chat, super. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. What is super chat? Yes, superfish. There you go. Superfish, super chat. Hey, that sounds good. Thank you so much, Superfish. With your $2 donation, sir. He says, "Who is Daryl Bevel? Why? Why is he?"
He is Tua. Remember, Tua said he didn't know who he was, so that Daryl Bevel is his motivational speaker. Every game, he has to pump Tua up to make sure he know why he here and why he's a quarterback, and that they believe in him. That's what David Bevel is. That's who he is.
I can't. Yo. Oh snap, man! This I did not think. AB, why you mad? I'm laughing. I'm enjoying myself, man. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Enjoy a beverage, Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. I'm enjoying myself. This is hilarious. Oh my God. It's not just what the ladies are saying. It's how they're saying it that automatically gets me laughing. I mean, this is too much.
Hey, highlight
Look,
Dan Dean's
yeah, I
the
know. I
fat
just saw
free.
he sat there and Bevel hands out the cookies before the game. Oh snap! Oh snap! Well, it's past 5. You children, go somewhere. I'm enjoying a cocktail, says Michelle. I'm loving the emoticon as always. Oh man, listen,
Oh man, Miss
there.
Finsanity. You know what? I'm just gonna say this. You
This
better than
is.
that because we just found out that Josh Allen got a quarterback coach. Y'all be lighting them on fire. If we found out, what's that joker name? Justin Herbert. The people
Yeah.
like the S. Harris, y'all would have been lighting them on fire when it's
Oh,
Tua.
they would have
For
been grilling him.
everything, they would have been killing him. What kind of professional he is not to have a coach? You see, this is why I can't subscribe to them. Oh my God. Like, I thought LeBron James fans were a little touched, but boy, I have never seen people that defend this one man that hasn't done nothing since he's been here. Like,
What do
what
you
has he
mean?
done?
He literally single-handedly won the Alabama Crimson Tide's only championship with one play. What do you mean?
Didn't Jalen Hurts win a chip there too? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Hasn't Jalen Hurts gone to a
Mac
Super Bowl?
Jones
Like
won
won a
it the
play?
year after.
You know what? I just like I said,
I hate Alabama. You
y'all
know
check
this
out.
insanity. I know March Madness and all that stuff, but I can't stand Alabama. And that's his
Matter of fact, I
claim to
think I
fame
need a
right now.
cookie. Thank you for
Listen,
reminding me what my dessert should be.
listen. It is Tua Cookie Vailoa. Is that his new name? Is that what we calling him now? Tua Cookie Vailoa? Because that's adorable. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's adorable.
Yeah,
Y'all are
that's
But
what he is.
horrible. Y'all are
Adorable,
horrible. Y'all. This is horrible. This is
softened in a
what you mean?
baby's
Hold
bottom.
hold up. For sanity, ma'am, step up to the stage. And ladies and gentlemen, next up, Miss Finsanity 5. Come on to the stage. Uh what do you mean? Why are you so what do you mean we're being so ridiculous? Hmm?
nah. Just what you just said. That was kind of crazy, Miss Fence. That was kind of that was kind of crazy.
Uh,
But
uh, I'm
I
having fun. It's Friday. It's
Nay
Friday,
Oh,
yeah. It's
Nay said
Saturday,
I would
Sunday.
jump on Josh Allen or Herbert. Did you say I would?
No, no, no.
Cause
She didn't say you would. She
oh
wasn't even talking
oh
about
okay,
you. She was talking about
okay.
yeah. She was talking
Tua
about
fans, Tua fans.
the
yeah, exactly.
the Tua Tua
The tuna? Did you
attorneys at
say
law.
tuna?
That's who the Tua attorneys at law. Like this dude can't do nothing wrong in their eyes. Like, oh
Tua
my God.
Esquire.
If he threw an interception, did you see the air that day? Like
Oh
we should be
snap!
mad at the air. Like that's how crazy they. Well, you know what? Let me not say that.
Are they sounding
They're a
like
little
Bills
touched.
fans?
That's.
Are they putting an OSHA complaint? I got it ready. If they need an OSHA complaint form, we have that on deck. We can absolutely get it put. But Nanny, you're forgetting Odell is not worth more than 3 million per season. Odell's not worth more than 1.5 million, in my opinion. But we're neither near nor there. What's up, Utah fan? How you seeing? I see you, man. Um, let me show you guys something real quick because I want you guys to understand, ladies. Tua took us to the playoffs. Okay, I need you guys to understand. He took us to the playoffs. He is rated a 90 overall on Madden. This is real stuff. He's about to get paid, ladies. He's about to get paid. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, Lord, look at me. Look at how adorable I am in my little Funko Pop. I know. I'm adorable. See? Is this your man's, ladies and gentlemen? Is this your man's?
Facts. That's my quarterback. CB83, what time we going live? CB83, what time we going live? For real, for real. It's beyond me.
Oh, what you
Y'all done,
mean?
y'all done turn this. We were having such a great, wonderful show. Great, wonderful show. Great.
What's wrong with my show? What happened?
Now, now it's just these backhanded
You know what it
attacks
is?
to
Two and
at
nine.
your
You
co-
know,
at your QB. Like, put some respect.
I
CB,
can't. Let me
You
CB.
get
know
in
what?
When
there.
when
Let
the
me
call,
tell
And
y'all a hot take real quick.
what's funny? And you know what's funny? Like, cause I feel like I've been on both sides. Of this Tua thing, right? It's out there, right?
Uh huh.
I can't wait for the internet to break I cannot wait for because you know
If
he's gonna
Tua
break.
gets $65
He's
million,
not getting 65. Oh my gosh, why everybody always say an outrageous number? Like it's that's just like come on, like can we at least first of all, if he gets a contract, period, I don't care what he gets. If he gets a contract, period, the internet gonna break. Cause
yo, let me tell you something. If
go ahead, go ahead.
no, you finish. I need
No,
some
no, you
water.
go ahead. No,
I
you
need some
go ahead.
water. It's okay. No,
And you
it's
know what?
okay.
I
You
see
go
see this all this time you're making fun of two, and now look, you done lost your voice. You were stumbling over words that you normally say right. You feel me? Now you need water. You ain't need water all stream. Talk about you QB
Listen,
one one time.
let me ask y'all ladies
Really,
something.
really,
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Cause
really.
ma'am. Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
finally parked.
Yes, ma'am.
So what if the opposite happens and they just place him on the 5th year
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
trade him?
What if he sits on that fifth year? He's got to play, quote unquote. But what if he has some unfortunate thing and he doesn't want to play on his fifth year option?
He's not going to not play.
But then it'll be scholar time, and
He's not going to
it'll
not
be a
play.
big and that'll be a big fu to Aloysius. Because one thing I can say about Aloysius, boy, he
No.
ain't loyal to a lot of things, but he loyal to Tua. Like that, literally, he has clean. I'm telling you, McDaniel, you better put your house in U-Haul boxes. So I'm telling you, if this goes bad, Tua is still safe, and Mike McDaniel will be the guy out. I promise you. Like I don't know what it
Hey,
is.
sorry, go ahead, finish that, and then I'm gonna highlight Michelle real quick because this is perfect. Go ahead, Nene.
What I am saying is that I just find it interesting that some of the people that I know in the comments wanted to make major changes, were upset when we lost against Kansas City, was upset when we lost against Tennessee. I wish I can screen record some people's shows after we lost to Tennessee.
You can
And
go
now
back. They're
you
still on
see them in
YouTube.
the comments. You could look in the comments now and you would have never known they had that point of view. It's
You know,
amazing, right? How
Nene, there's
some
some
time can
people out there.
change. Yeah, because I'm
There's some
telling
people
you,
out
I have
there.
been consistent about how I feel about this team. Is wait and see and bend and bear
People talk
because I know
about
the Miami
receipts.
Dolphins. This, but now all
But
of
go
a
ahead.
sudden they've gone back to normal, back to form. Same people that was telling me if we lose Wilkins and Hunt, I'm gonna have to start questioning Greer. Only one integrity person, Tony H, is the only one. But there's other people in the community that say the same thing. But some weeks don't went by. You know, heard of Odell Beckham, and all of a sudden we back to cooking. We back to Super Bowl. It is. Whew, you don't need a TV when you're dealing with the Miami Dolphins in the fan base. You don't.
We got that hit, man. It is what it is. But listen, Michelle says, I'll give Tua $65 million for 3 years. I see what you did there, Michelle. I see what you did there. That makes sense. See, so what would that be? 21.5 million dollars a year? That's not bad at all. Fully guaranteed too. Fully guaranteed. You know what I mean?
I ain't giving
AB
that.
had a
I ain't giving them
beautiful.
nothing.
AB had a great. I love this line right here. Let's get other people on the panel so we can get more serious. This turned into a pajama party. Well, sir, it's a nice pajama party. Look, I got my Barbie shirt on. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, AB want. I don't know what AB wants because sometimes he seems pro to it. It just seems like he anti whatever the message is in every every lie.
Look,
Uh,
all I
we
know
are.
is we love our team at the end of the day. That's it. Cat for life. Don't tell me this. Did we just sign him for $11 million?
It says rumored to want.
Okay.
Please don't listen to Cat for
Yeah,
Life
I
rumors. I
wanted to see
love
if
Cap.
no.
I
I
love
wanted
Cap,
to
but
see if
Cap.
Insanity was paying attention. hmm
You
You
know,
seen that Taylor?
I can't wait for it. I can't wait for everything to go right, and then everyone can finally just be chill. Because everything is like, oh, what if this happens and this goes wrong, and then if he doesn't do this, yada 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 yada. Okay, whatever. When Tua comes out here and plays amazingly, phenomenally well, and he once again, because last year there was all these narratives that he had to, put to bed. When he comes out and he plays again, and he does that once again, I just can't wait for the next selection of things he has to do to prove that he's the quarterback for you. And so it's always going to be another thing to add to the list. And I'm not against that. Hey, you want your quarterback to be the best thing out there possible.
I
His
agree
his
with you,
best
Utah.
woman's best self, right? But it'll never be enough for this fan base. And it's cool. It's cool.
You know what's enough, Insanity? Do you know what's enough?
What's enough?
Hitting that like button and subscribing to Miss Fiends. That's enough. Yay! Can we get 30 more? 3 more subs. How many? I don't even know how many I need. No more. Six. That's 26. Probably six. Probably lost somebody. Nope. Still need six. So guys, hit that like button. Subscribe to Miss Fiends. Come on, man. We gotta continue to support. We got well over 100 people in here. Half of them in Twitterland, the other half over here, and where are we again? YouTube's. So if you haven't subscribed already, hit that like button, guys. You see, you get great content like this. Um, like button is even with the viewers. We all hit it. Yeah, exactly. Wait, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not. Oh, 43 like. Oh, okay. But still, let's get 10 more likes. What you doing? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? There was one other thing I wanted to bring up because I
The
did
weather
bring.
is really bad in North Carolina.
Oh, I guess you've never been to Florida. Yeah, it gets bad up there. It gets really bad down here too. So it's been pouring rain
What
all
you
day.
so what's the last thing we gotta talk about, Miss Fins?
Oh, this super controversial,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I wanted to bring it up
Mm-hmm.
because sorry, ble- I don't know how to spell blessings. There you go. Uh, blessings on blessings on blessings. Look at my life, man. That's lessons on lessons on lessons. Okay. So I have it bookmarked, so you guys can go ahead and see this because I thought it was great. Um, sorry, I literally gotta get to my bookmark. So give me a second here. Did we get? Did we get another super chat? Is this another super chat? Is this super fish? Super fish super chat. Hey, it is. Thank you so much, super fish. Much appreciated, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Brr, 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 brr. Okay, so let me first hit that like button while I pull up the other stuff. Our defense laid down at the end of the Titan game, and then we couldn't even get a first down when we needed it. You know what? Um, our defense was so gassed at the end of that game that yeah, they gave up 2 touchdowns. And that's unfortunate.
I mean, that's what that's.
But when you have
Can you hear me, Miss Fans?
But when you have the number one offense, yeah, I can hear you. Let me finish this one line. But when you have the number one scoring offense, not getting a first down is not acceptable. It's unacceptable. Period. But go ahead, Nene.
So one of the things that I haven't heard nobody talking about is the disparity in that number. Everybody keeps talking about the number one offense, but they were two different teams this year before December and after December because didn't they like average only like 14 points within the home stretch versus the 30 points they were averaging
Yep. In
earlier
the
in the
last like three
season?
games. Yeah.
So that's why when people say
Mm-hmm.
throw this out here, and it's not telling the whole story, only telling the one part to keep people off of you, holding them accountable for these lapses. Like that, you cannot use that argument as a get out of accountability card just so you don't want to hear about it. That they did, the running game wasn't running like they were before. A lot of guys were injured. Still don't really know the true logistics behind that. Like, was that just bad luck, or I don't know, because it's not just the Dolphins. Even my other Miami team, they having a lot of injury. I don't know what's going down there in Miami. We can't keep people healthy. But that number one offense is a flawed argument, because when it mattered in December, January, you didn't see that number one offense on the field. They look nothing. It's like bipolar. They look nothing like what they were against Carolina, the Redskins. That, I think that game happened to be in December, and that's how they got me, Miss Fans. I thought we were over the hump because we went to Washington and won for all the fans up to Washington like a home game. And then they just folded like a cheap suit. And that's why I think it's absurd when people question the fans that's angry. Like, you ain't angry? Like, what kind of hopium you shooting up with? Because I mean,
You know
I
what
feel that.
I mean? Ooh. Finsanity, are you here? I think she might have left. I think her connection is really bad. Can you hear me? Can nobody hear me? Here and now,
Sorry.
I
Hold on. Can you
promise
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can
Ooh,
hear you. Yes.
ooh, you're all I need. Here
Man,
and now,
I
the
know.
Dolphins written. Sorry. Let me. Oh, we got a super chat, and then he's back. We got a super chat since you're back. Cat for Life is in the building. What's up, Cat for Life? Okay. I need Jimmy to score 22 points plus tonight. I got him on an eight
Heat,
game
Heat
parlay.
Nation.
10 grand payout? Is that how that works? Is that what you're always telling me, Insanity? I gotta get better at that stuff. You know, you're
$5.
supposed to be my my personal. Let me know what that means. You know what I mean? But $10,000 payout, that sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, I can hear you. No injuries, but yeah. Okay, so now I got it pulled up, ladies. Um, oh, man, somebody sent me two messages earlier today. Ask that to the two in here. So I'm not gonna say who said it. I don't even know if they're still here, but are we ready to pay to a 50 mil and over and find out he's not the guy? Or would we rather have him play on his fifth year and pay 10 mil extra to find out that he's the guy? That was TD's question today.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
I heard
I heard it. I heard.
I heard it
So
too. I was like, that's a great show, TD.
that's why
Um
he's a goat. That's why he's the goat. Like there's
man,
some great ones out here, but goat. But go ahead. Redo the question.
it's
Resay it.
true, it's true. Are we ready to pay Tua 50
Uh huh.
mil a year
Uh huh.
over and to find out he's not the guy, or would we rather make Tua play on his fifth year option and pay an extra 10 million to find out that he's the guy? That was TD's question today. Meaning, do we pay him 50 now or 60 later? But you know the 60 later, even though it is 10 mil, you'll know you got your guy. So I'm gonna post that as a question here for the fans because I'm really curious to see what you guys think. But because I really wanna go ahead and get real controversial for like another quickly 2 minutes. So 50 mil now and risk not being the guy being it, or 60 mil play fifth year, and no, he's him.
Y'all already know my answer to this. This.
Would you rather? Yeah, because I think this is very interesting. So I'm gonna leave that there, but I want to share this with you, ladies, real quick, because I thought this is very interesting. Or maybe should we leave? I don't know. I'm gonna give you the topic, and then you guys tell me if you want to do it now or should we leave it for back alley fans. Part four. You know. Let's see here. So the message is clear. Xavier Howard said he is willing to take less money in order to join a contender. What do you guys think? And this is via the Houston Chronicle. Former Dolphins All Pro cornerback Xavier Howard said he's willing and open to taking less money in order to join a contender. What do y'all think about that? Or should we make this? Should we make this uh, part four? Mm? And focus on the 50 mil now question. It's up to you, ladies. Hello, Insanity.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, Nay left. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
No,
Nay
she.
was.
I'm gonna need you to speed this up, like, cause I never know if you're here or not, or you're somewhere else, or your internet went
No,
out,
cause
and then
I
what happened to Nene happened
yeah,
to you.
I'm chilling. Like I'm just over here chilling. Listen, you already know how I feel about
So should we leave? Should we leave Xavier Howard for later, or should and focus on the 50-60 mil?
um I'm gonna say this. Xavier Howard's a piece of work. That's hilarious because basically what he said. Oh, because he's
Okay, we're
because
leaving out. No,
because he
no,
said because he
no, no. We're
basically
leaving
said
it
he
for
was
part four. Part four. Part four. Part four. Why
nah because
not? Cause you know it's gonna be
yeah,
good, and I can already tell we're about to get. We're
you
about
know
to
what
get.
really you know what really grinds my gears for real.
To me,
Like nah,
you don't
because
want
like
to make
look,
this part four. I think this is a great
nah,
part
nah,
four.
nah. It's a great part four. It can be part four. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that. Like it could be part four recorded. Sorry guys.
Sorry,
Um,
guys, we gotta record it first. Yeah.
um, man, but basically what? Yeah, we're gonna say. I'm gonna rip into
Let's
that.
save it. Trust me, because I can already tell you're about to.
No.
You're on that third gear already. About to get. You're about to get
Can
on
I
your
can I can
clutch
I say
four,
can I say
and
something
then
respectfully? Like respectfully. Okay, yes. Like you
leave
know
it for
what?
part four. Yeah,
Respect, no,
Vito. Ladies and
because
gentlemen,
I'm
we're
trying
about
to.
to do. Well, not now, but
I'm
we are
trying.
gonna film
I'm
part
trying
four
not
of
to
Back
be that
Alley
person
Fans.
I used to
Yet
be. I've done so much personal growth. I'm trying not to be that
I'm
fan that
so
I.
proud of you, ladies and gentlemen.
Forget
Let's
that.
go. Back at girl, I'm
It,
always
it,
prepared to try
it,
to promote B. Yeah, you're gonna check it out. We're gonna do part four.
it's
Let
a
the
PBS
ladies
kids.
cook.
It's a
Part
PBS
four,
kids right now.
Back Alley Fans. I need y'all to support the channel and continue loving it, loving it, loving it. My ears, Miss Fans.
Whatever.
I'm sorry,
Whatever.
man. I just get
Whatever.
excited.
He's hard, yo. I have
I'm
a
so
question. Is this a PBS Kids show right now?
yes, it is, which is why I'm a little nervous sometimes when you say I have a question.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful to your channel, but no, respectfully, like, man, okay,
Sorry. Go
whatever.
ahead.
You know what? I'm gonna let X do his thing. Um,
Well, let me bring it
and
back.
I hope. My question is, if he's so willing to take less money to go to a contender, why haven't any of them signed him? Or wait, no, he has to wait to get off our books, like first, right? Technically,
So he's still in the team. He's cut. He can talk to teams. He can get
right?
all that
But
squared away.
he might already have a deal in place. He might already
Yeah,
know where
but
he's going.
he can't go to another team till after June 1st when he will be officially cut off our books, and then he'll be able to start his new contract. So right now he's good to chill for another 2 months. just a little over 2 months that he's gonna get to essentially chill. They can announce the contract, they can do all that good stuff, but they'd have to wait till June 1st because again,
Yeah.
if not, we get penalized, and we're not trying to get penalized, so we want him to go ahead and do that. But I thought it was a great. So I'm gonna leave it for back alley fans. We're gonna I'm gonna enjoy. We gotta work out the schedule for that one. But back to the question that I asked
Hmm.
to the fans, right? Because I thought that the person who sent me this, and shout out to you, you know who you are. I thought it was a great question. And TD, I mean, he said it. Why would you not risk paying the extra 10 million, right? Because the cap is gonna go up anyways, right? He's gonna get an extra bump in the pay. Um, to know you got that dude. To know you got that dude. You see what I mean? Like I'm definitely um excited to see to know to an extra $10 million, and then my money. Let's go. But I know I got that guy. You see? Oh, instead of paying him all this money and then hoping he's that guy. Mm,
Do we do
go
we
ahead.
truly do we truly believe that the team believes that Tua is the guy, like that's who they want to go forward with in the
And we have to
in the
believe
in
it
the in the
because
in the seasons to come? That's what they're telling us, right?
that's what they're telling us. That don't mean they won't do something else. I mean, they said no, we're not trading. We're not trading Laramie Tunsil. 2 weeks later, Laramie Tunsil
Yeah,
has been sent to
yeah. I don't trust
Texas.
nothing.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah,
God, I thought it was funny. Nene, because I know you're dealing with the weather, so that's why we figured. But we are going to have. We already have the topic for part 4 of Back Alley Fans. So you ladies, let me know when you're available. It's gonna have to be in the afternoon for us to do it, because obviously you know I got the show.
can we honest? Here's the thing, right? Can the topic truly be basically what he's saying, that the Dolphins
Yeah,
aren't contenders? Not about
yeah,
what
yeah.
X
Hold on.
said. Like,
Listen,
'cause
that's what we were
that's
gonna slide into, man. Come on,
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
already
yeah.
here, B. Like,
Okay. Hey,
trust
hey,
me.
if you
I'm
hear, then you hear.
here. Like, you don't think I'm
Okay.
saying without saying it? That's why do you think I emphasize? But
I
yeah,
got you.
trust me. Okay. Oh, look, it's
Wait,
March
what
Madness.
did I miss?
All right, people, I'm out of here. Gotta
But
watch my nephew.
I just turned that game on the show. I ain't even gonna lie.
um, yeah, no. It's the topic about what Xavier Howard had said. But we're gonna leave it for back alley fans because the second I mentioned it, man, Vincenti went full peacock. She was like,
I ain't get
"Oh,
nothing.
I am ready to go," and I'm like, "Oh, pause it. This is too much. Let's go ahead and save this for part 4." So we're saving
Yeah,
it for
it's
part
not like
four.
that.
Wait a
It's
minute,
already
Yeah.
what's
wrapped.
Peacock? I can't wait to listen to it. And first of all, I want to
No,
say
I ain't
what's
saying
up to Bones down there.
Bones
Bones
is
is
in
a
here.
good
Yeah, what's up,
guy in the
Bones?
community. I like Bones.
Listen,
Yeah,
Bones is literally
Bones
day
real.
one. He knew me when I was my original name. You know, if you know what my original name is, put it in the comment
Yeah,
section. Mm.
Bones is thorough.
But yeah, he's day one for sure.
Yeah, I absolutely
Thanks, Bones.
respect Bones. Absolutely
Hmm.
respect Bones.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see what you guys have said. 40 mil, 50 mil. Ooh, okay. So far, I got 60, 73% said pay him 60 million and have him play on a 5th year option to know he's the guy. 26% said um no, don't risk it and just pay the man.
Here's the
You
thing, right?
ladies, which one do you ladies agree with?
Here's the thing. I don't disagree with either side of
That's
that,
definitely
right?
not my name, Harris. Go
Wait,
ahead.
what did he put? What did he?
He said Miss Tuna, and I'm like, that's definitely not me. So, but go
I
ahead.
think loud comment is what I was saying in spaces and different things when people bring up, well, the market is this. the market isn't a rule you have to follow. And that's where I need them to make pertinent decisions on what our situation is, right? This is, whether you like it or not, this is a moment in our history
You guys
that we're
know.
going to point to. Whether you re-sign them, what it is, and you don't want to keep messing up this moment. Like, there's a lot of these moments that they have dropped the ball, so you cannot predicate it on, well, the market says he should get 50 million. Well, do you really got 50 million? And here's the other thing that I think is important, and I don't know if you mentioned it.
Mm.
Can this create turmoil in the locker room with Tua, right? That all these other guys, and let's be honest, we don't really know what the numbers is, but the guys in the locker room know what the numbers were for the guys that left, right? One,
She's sitting.
can you hear me?
No, I think
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I can hear you now. I can hear you
One
now.
Now
one
you're
number
back.
in
You were leaving.
particular that I think we could have offered was ABG. Now you can say what you want about Hunt and Wilkins, but ABG, to me,
He
like
was
and
doable.
and the fact that he went to play for like, people don't want to bring this up because then it makes you ask other questions. It's like when you have an onion and you're peeling back that onion, you're starting to find out it's getting more and more black and rotten at the end of it. No pun intended. My whole point is, if Tua gets this money, right? Because there was some noise. I don't know if it was in his first year or second year. There are a lot of guys in the locker room didn't like him. And what is it sending? Wilkins, from what I understand, for the most part, was a locker room guy. I know X. I think he was a locker room guy to get people to the party spots, but that's just me. The rookies learn where all the Shones are at because of X. But my whole point is, you don't pay X, you release him. You let Wilkins go, you let Hunt go, you let AVG go, and then Elliott. I know you don't want to get to that because we'll be here for 10 years of what he said when he joined the Steelers. It it's starting to send
Oh,
a message.
I already had a whole show about that. But we can bring
It it's
that
starting to
up
send a message in
too.
that
I
locker
still got
room.
it bookmarked.
Is Tua the protected one? Is Tua the one that gets all the praise and all the money? And we got guys like Wilkins that on and off the field wasn't a problem. You know, I just look at those other storylines that could, if he gets paid, how does your team, because teammates look at that. I don't care what nobody say. I know everybody getting their money, but it's gonna be like, dang, we had to say goodbye to the homie. You might as well have a 40 and put this is for my homies on how many people we done drafted and then walked out the door. And he's the chosen one that got the bag. I ain't talking about a person that we kept and we got him on the grill discount. I'm talking about getting the bag, which is a totally different conversation. If Tua gets 50 million, that's gonna send a message to those guys or even free agents. Cause you know people talk. We got cell phones and technology. Free agents talk like, you don't want to come here, man. They only gonna pay that dude. You ain't gonna get your money here. I'm telling you. And I know CB and S Harris and AB is probably having a fun in the comments, but I think it's something to consider. How does Tua getting the bag affect the locker room? Is it gonna be guys happy for him? Is it gonna be guys like, okay, it's sending a sign that all these other guys walked so we could pay him? I land there.
Well, QBs get paid. Stop, says CB83. They do get paid. Not all of them though. I mean, I'm just saying that they don't always get paid
Because you know why I think it's important, because I didn't like Tom Brady, but when I heard he used to take pay cuts to make sure other guys get, you know,
every
they
year.
that that says a lot. Like,
Because
and
you know
they,
what he did? Sorry, Nene, I
hmm,
don't mean to cut you off, but I'll give you more detail because my dad's a Patriots fan. I don't know if you knew that. He used to be diehard Dolphins fan, and then like 15-ish years ago, he's like, I can't with this team no more because they're doing the same thing. He's like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm done. And then he became a Patriots fan. Anyways, I still love you, Daddy. Mm. Um, but yeah, Tom Brady, they kept asking him, why don't you get a big one? He says, I'd rather play with the best players so that we can maximize the amount of opportunities we get to go get a ring, because he understood, I'm going to make my money outside of football because I want to be able to, and he wanted to chase not any other, not Montana or Bradshaw, no, the Michael Jordan 6 rings. That's what he wanted to chase. And I'm like, okay, that's adorable, but please. Um, so what he said was, I'd rather take less now. Let all the other guys get paid. Let's get the best of the best of the best so that we can win and continue to win. Man, I can't. Someone tell me of another dynasty that lasted 20 plus years besides the Dolphins back in the 70s and the Patriots in the 2000s. 2000s and 2010s. Like, it's a legitimate dynasty. Now we have a baby dynasty with the Kansas City Chiefs, which is so annoying. But hopefully, Lord, please, can someone else step up and get these people out of here? But anyways, so that's it. Because he understood. Nobody else, by the way, no other quarterback has understood what the Brady method is. Don't pay me now. I want to win Super Bowls because I can market myself and I'm going to make all the advertising dollars. This man got brands on brands on brands. He got a $400 million contract he's about to execute this upcoming season. And you know it ain't going to be just $400 million, by the way. That sucker's going to be even more and more and more. Why? Because the revenue that I think it's Fox, if I'm not mistaken, that Fox is going to be making by having him as one of his commentator. Oh my God, it's so much money, so much money. So yeah, that's why he's like, I'm gonna make my money outside of football. Don't worry, I'm gonna get mine, but I want to win Super Bowl because I'm gonna be immortal. No QB has done that. No QB. So it depends. QBs do get paid, but it depends on the mentality that you want to go ahead and do, which I find very interesting in my opinion. Um, well, he did get swindled by that FTX thingy, but whatever. It is what it is. At this point, do you want to be great and known all time, or do you want to just make your money? Not everybody's gonna have the opportunity to get that money. It is generational money, so I understand why some guys are like, you know what? Yeah, I love winning, but this money's gonna set me and the rest of my family up for generations to come. So I'm taking the money. I get it, man. Not for long for a reason. So it is what it is. Dad Dean, don't tell me this. Kansas City about to do it. No, I can't do it with another 20-year dynasty. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we've been at this puppy for over 2 hours. My lord, ladies, I mean, what a great show. What a great show. I appreciate you ladies coming through, of course, obviously, helping me adjust my mic situation since clearly I get a little bit too excited. But marathon streaming, that's what it felt like. Doing what, like 3, almost 4 hours this morning, and another two. Man, I'm out here working a real job on my day off that I had to do all my other errands. So yeah, great. But ladies, any final thoughts? Anything else that you can think of? Jose M, you going to the Phins tailgate? Yeah, I saw the tailgate is up and running. Go check them out, man. Shout out to the Phins tailgate. They have supported Miss Phins since day one. Awesome guys over there. So go check them out. And I know they're live right now, so let's support them too. But ladies and gentlemen, let me see. Did we get to our? Did we get to our? Man, I really was looking forward to making it, but it's okay if we don't get to 1,300 till next week. It is what it is. I very certain. Maybe one more. Nope. Still need technically 5 more people to get to 1,300, but 6. I'm still very blessed that you guys came here and appreciate it. We've had over 100, at one point, over 150 people
Sheesh.
coming through from Twitter, Twitch,
Thank
and
you.
YouTube. Thank you guys
Absolutely.
so much. Man, you guys are awesome. They really liked the show today.
Yay.
Very,
Yay.
very blessed. Shout out to everybody that donated to the channel. Literally, I am on the negative. I was one of those appointments, guys, with my CPA, and it was almost a 3 hour meeting that I had to go to. So yeah, it's not cool. The amount of money I'm spending on my it's just ridiculous. But anywho, I am blessed to have you guys support the channel and everybody that donated to the channel today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, it really all goes right back to the channel. So I appreciate you guys. So we can continue to grow and have awesome stuff. Also, too, guys, don't forget Back Alley Fins Part 4, ladies and gentlemen. Part 4. And
Mm-mm.
after we get to 10 parts, we're gonna drop it on DVD for you guys to purchase. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo. 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 Yo.
God,
Yo.
I couldn't help
Yo.
myself. I really
Yo.
couldn't. What's
First
up,
of
Joe?
all, first of
Daddy,
all,
thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh God, I couldn't help
first,
myself. You know DVDs. I got my DVDs, so. Oh, but I couldn't help myself. I had to say.
um, you said final
What's up,
thoughts?
Chris? How you doing,
You said
buddy?
final thoughts?
Yeah, final thoughts, lady. We can hang in the bag. I just really need to pop this puppy here real quick. Go ahead.
I'll go first.
Go
I
ahead.
I just want to say it's been an eventful day for me, mentally, personally, medically. And I think this is what these platforms should be. It's a place you can have a good laugh. You can agree to disagree respectfully. I think no matter how we see it, we all want the Dolphins to win. I truly believe that in my heart. Whether you like to or don't like to agree or whatever that concept, the common denominator is that team called the Miami Dolphins. So when people come together, you're always going to have disagreements and but as long as everybody's respectful, and that, I can't lie, that's why I love this channel in particular. Larry K is another one. A couple of other people on the Phins tailgate, just talking about the team that we love. We're not obligated to do this. To me, it's a stress release. I love talking about my team. I like hearing opinions, even some that I don't agree with. But yeah, I just think in a day and time where social media can be negatively impacted, this is a positive. We don't know how many people today we help get through work, driving home, and just having, these are the things that you can't see
Exactly.
in this type of environment. Somebody may have been having a bad day and heard us going back and forth, and that gave them a laugh. So I definitely appreciate that. Because in my opinion, I'm still kind of new to this community. That you guys have embraced me, allowed me to be myself, and not be afraid to say what I gotta say. And another note, just to Miss Fans, just doing this on Women's Month is another breaking of the mold, and maybe we can get some other women on here to get some different opinions as
I
well.
gotta talk to the ladies. I know I can talk to. I have to see because 305 Sports Bay, Dolfreaky, friends of mine, awesome, awesome ladies. Of Insanity, great ladies. So I had.
Love my babes.
I'm gonna talk to them. If I can do, it might have to be an afternoon because I know people can't do it in the daytime. So I think afternoon we could probably do maybe like an hour show because I know I don't want to take up too much of their time, either.
Taylor, I must be
But
on camera. Crap.
yes, you better be on camera because when those ladies sit here, they're on camera with me, and I'm gonna need you to tighten up. Get
Shout out to
the
my
hair
babes.
done.
Shout out to my
Yes,
babes.
and make sure. Look at this, Daddy on the phone with Nene's agent. Her agent is a tough cookie. Yo, that Dean is out here. Man, he is really out here working hard. For the organization. You know what I mean? And talking to you
So,
guys
like,
as agents.
just put a pin on it. I'm just thankful. Like I said, I'm always a firm believer. You don't know how far your impact can touch. You know, you never know what somebody may or may not been going through. And Miss Finn's going live, and and like you said, kids watch the show. So one time for the
They do.
kids. You never know who
Mhm.
you can inspire. So I just want to take my final thought in that direction is just to be thankful and grateful because there was many years ago we didn't have stuff like this to communicate and talk about our team and especially highlighting the women. One time for TD that came in here
Mhm.
and there's other individuals. I definitely appreciate the men that support women because it is kind of hard sometimes when we get in these spaces. If we get a little emotional, is judged a little differently than others. So I definitely appreciate the men that stand behind the women in this community. That we all have a common goal, and that is seeing the Dolphins get back to a prominent playoff winning Super Bowl going, eventually winning after 50 years champion. And I land my plane there.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to Air Miss Fins. Exits are here, 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 here. Please grab your pretzels and have a great day. I'll see you. I'll put you in the back, Nanny. Thanks for coming through.
Yo.
All right, man. I was working on that one. I was like, let's go. Exits are here, here, here. I'm trying to give me your final thoughts so I can close this puppy up. And Pam too. I gotta see if I could get
Yeah.
Pam up here as well. That'd be awesome. Um, what's your
Fin
final
Nation,
thought?
how are we feeling? Let's go. First of all, I had an amazing time with you guys. You know, I love, always having a conversation with you, especially Nene coming up and all that type of stuff. Love her. Shout out to my brother being in the chat today. Like, let's go, TD. Bring him over here. Let him know. Promote the show. Come on, let's go. I know you're gonna do your thing. Um, what I will say is this, right?
Hmm.
What I think what we hold up. AirPod just died, so I'm gonna have to mute. I don't know. Hopefully, there's no
I can
feedback,
hear you
guys.
better now.
Oh, that look at God. All right. So, what I would say to this is, I absolutely love this fan base, and I love that we are we are maybe frustrating ourselves a little bit too much. We're trying to figure out this puzzle because we just want to win. But at the end of the day, I know we got each other's back, and I know that it's all love within this community. Just remember to stay respectful of everybody. Keep the energy good, flowing, and good. Like great. We're about to hit the draft, which would be interesting because man, waiting to 21 is crazy, Miss Fins. Like you gotta sit there and you gotta wait. And you gotta watch all the commercials. And you gotta wait some more. Then like
Yeah.
the pick is in, but they're still using the clock. Like, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
bro,
Usually
you
I
should
don't
know
even do
you
a draft show. I'm like on other
yeah.
people's show.
Like the
Yeah.
first I feel like the first round is way too long. Like, you know who's available and who you want. Like I know you got to make the little cute little call and stuff like that, but what are you gonna say? Hey, you want to come play for us? Like, and they're gonna say no, absolutely not.
No.
Like, get the freak out of here. But but no, for real, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great off season. Miss Fins is cooking up a lot of things. Dad Gene is talking to my agent. I'm always willing to take a pay
Hmm.
cut on top of a pay cut on top of a pay cut. You feel me? We got Nene. We're gonna be bringing a lot more things to you guys. We're gonna get real entertaining real fast. So stay on the roller coaster with us. Y'all said y'all wanted something of a live back alley Fins. I guess this was the closest thing y'all gonna get. Let us know if y'all prefer to record it or the live. But remember, when it's live, y'all kind of gotta, be a little bit respectful and stuff. Don't stir the pot too much. We're just all friends, just having great dolphin conversations. And
But
when
you
you
have great
remember,
chats. You know how many comments our part three has? Almost 60 comments.
yo,
Like
that's crazy. We
and
getting
I
up
still
there.
have I have so many to reply still. I'm like,
Yeah, I gotta go back
gotta
and
get
look.
through
It's
this.
growing though, but that's great because it's showing that the people are loving the content, and that's all we want to do is give you guys something great
So,
to listen to. But
hey, insanity. So
nah,
her
that's all
and Nick
you,
ain't
Miss
doing so
Spence.
much.
Like you
So
the goat. Like you're the goat. Like you're the go. You're
quadruple OG over here,
I
people.
can be
Don't
an
listen
OG,
to
but you
her.
the goat. But no,
No,
to everybody that
quadruple
was in the
OG
comment
right here.
section, everybody that's in the comment section to put a comment out there, we really appreciate you. Thank you for your interactions. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in and on your way out. Don't hit the dislike, hit the like. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because hey, who doesn't want to, kicking with Miss Fins and Finsanity and Nene. Like, we just took the afternoon of a Friday night, Friday evening off for y'all. So have safe this weekend. Be responsible. You know what I mean when I say be responsible as PBS kids. But yeah, look forward to part 4 coming out. I'm definitely gonna y'all might see a little remnants of the old insanity on this little X situation because it
Wait,
rubbed me the wrong way.
I mean, I was gonna bring something up to you, but I don't know
What? No,
if
what?
it'd be okay. So
What?
I
What?
no, I gotta say this offline. But trust me,
Hey,
it's
what
not bad.
offline?
It'll be okay. But I just have to see if you're okay with it. So, anywho, ladies,
Okay,
thank you
okay
for
with who?
sanity. For
Okay,
we'll
with
talk
what?
about it backstage. Yeah,
Hey,
I'll
shout out to
tell you
Nene.
backstage.
Listen, shout out to Nene. Shout out to Miss Fins.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Nene.
everybody in the comment section. I know 97% of y'all names, but I'm not about to rattle off 110 names right now. But you're all appreciated. Make sure you come back. Miss Fins will be live on Monday. Who knows? I might convince her to do a show tomorrow where we talk about something more outrageous. So, hey, and Dad Dean, how did you get no? How did Dad Dean get my agent? No,
The man moves around. I don't know, man. He's a trucker. He knows everybody. So what can I say?
hey,
Like,
Miss Fins. Are you doing
yes,
the fantasy? I don't think I'm doing fantasy this year. I think I'm gonna relinquish my crown. But hey, everybody,
we'll talk offline.
doesn't it feel good to be a Dolphins fan? Like when you don't think about it, like when you're just a fan and you don't think about everything about it. Man, listen. Final thoughts over. Everybody, remember that you are loved. Someone loves you. You are cared about. Be responsible. Have a great time this weekend. And if you're doing Lent, you got one more week. So hey, you made it. But make sure you make it to the finish line. God bless you all and have a wonderful weekend. Bye, Miss Vince. Take me off. Did you stop?
See, see ya, see ya. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our sponsor for the AA meetings, Miss Insanity. I'm just kidding. Thank you for coming through, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. This is. I know she's gonna say something. I was totally kidding, by the way. I knew you were gonna.
Hey,
Maybe
man, listen, if you need someone to talk to,
there's
you
always
never
some
know.
out there.
Never know. You never know.
Exactly. But thank you guys for coming through. Much appreciated. Honestly, it's always fun to just bring everybody in. That's why I was like, you know what? Why not make fun? Why not make fun? That's what I say. What in the hot takes? Oh, I just hurt my neck with that one. Yeah. What in the hot takes? Let's go, Miami Dolphin fan takes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Appreciate everybody that came through. You guys are awesome. Shout out to everybody in the chat and in the comment section. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to everybody on Twitter, Twitch. Um, you guys are awesome. Shout out to my two lovely co-hosts today, Miss Nene and Finsanity. Always bringing the heat. I'm not gonna lie. Well, between you and me, yo, there was a section where I was sweating back here. I was like, oh Lord, oh Lord. I'm gonna have to like cut off this whole show. Look at these ladies, but it's okay. We brought it back, so thank the Lord. Anyways, guys, enjoy yourself. Have fun. Bring me back up. So,
Hot take Tua will solidify himself as a top 5 QB this season. Good night.
okay, so there you have it. We couldn't finish this without a hot steamy take, ladies and gentlemen. And there's your hot, steamy take from Finsanity herself. So much appreciated, guys. As always, you can find Miss Fins Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. That's Monday through Friday. Appreciate all of you guys for coming through again. God bless. Stay safe. Have fun. And I'll see you on Monday. Take care and bye bye.